We're back, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing, members of the tribe? Are we all good and groovy and golden today? I hope so. I hope you guys have missed me dearly, because I have been away in the land of the gladiators. That is right, Rome has been the host for Mr. Scribble the last week, and it was a hell of a good trip. I am back. I am not well rested. I am tired. I'm knackered. I have a sore throat. Mrs. Scribble is in bed ill. It was a great time. It was a great time, but I drank too much wine, I ate too much pasta, and I walked way too much. But it was great, and I missed you guys. How are we doing? How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? Who we got? Got Death's Helm. He was indeed first in the old Twitcherino chat. Richard was first in the old YouTube chat. We got Mr. Burrito Express and Thrawn, my boy Wolfie in the chat. And we've got Burrito Express and RJ and Lausch. Gosh, I've missed you all so dearly. Elias, howdy, how are you? So yeah, we're a little bit late starting today, guys. I'm not sorry. Well, I'm a little bit sorry because I've now only got an hour and a half to try and get this done. Rip, rip, rip. It's going to be good. Oh, yeah. I've got an audio recording for you to welcome you back in your Discord. No, thank you, Richard. If it's another Rickroll, I'm going to ban you. I'm just going to ban you straight out. What's going on, Tim? Have you had some spaghetti carbonara? I did have spaghetti alla carbonara. And I had cacio e pepe, and I had lasagna, and I had pizza. It was a whale of a time. Did Mrs. Scribbles have a good time? I hope so, Red. I hope so. Because, you know, she was there. She was there for a good 4 days. And I took it to the Vatican, and I took it to see the Sistine Chapel, obviously in the Vatican, and we went inside the Pantheon, and we saw Castel di Sant'Angelo, and we saw, I said the Pantheon, didn't I? Pantheon, Colosseum, Trevi Fountain, the Spanish Steps, we had loads of stuff. It was great. Hey, what's going on, Essex? How you doing, my brother? My brother, my man. Okay, speedrun. Go, go. I mean, there is that. We do need to speedrun. Can I speak Welsh, Lausch? Yes, I can speak Welsh. Yeah. Thank you so much, Richard. Carbonara is your absolute favorite? Cacio e pepe is amazing as well? Yeah. Yeah. Big fan. Big fan of both. I mean, let's face it. Can you really go far wrong with any combination of pasta and a cheesy sauce or a creamy sauce? Pepper, a little bit of guanciale, you know what I mean? Night Fox, my brother, coming in with a resub for 37 months. He's in it for the long haul, baby. Mod extraordinaire, Mr. Night Fox himself. Who the fluff are you? Indeed, indeed. I missed my pets so much. Smudgy somehow got fatter. I don't know how that happened. I think I was giving him... I think the automatic feeder was set too high because he is a chonk. Art, my brother, thank you so much for the resub. I'm stuck. Retro trap. Let's do Moon. What's going on, Gaming Guy Tommy? Guanciale, you're talking dirty to me. Oh, mate. Mate. Now, don't get me wrong. Rome is not some sort of sacred, magical place. I mean, they probably do think it's sacred and magical. But Rome is not some sacred and magical place where all of the food is always 100% of the time delicious. It isn't. However... some of the food they got there is fucking banging. Lord Panther coming in with a resub. Coming in at the tier 1 for the 9 months, my brother. Thank you so much, Lord Panther. And you kicked up a hype train on my first stream back. Oh, goody. We nailed it, baby. We nailed it. Turn on the stream and lasagna is the first word I hear. I mean, I did have... What I have discovered about the Italians and Roman food in general is there is something that they do to their tomatoes that just make them superior to all other tomatoes. I don't know what it is, but the enduring flavor that I remember having whenever you have like a lasagna or a pizza or anything that has any sort of ragu in it, the tomatoes are just amazing in Rome. Or at least maybe it's just all of Italy. They are just fucking top tier. And it was delicious. It's just It's just fucking tomatoes, dude. I don't know what they do to them, but they make them delicious. Had this amazing cheese board platter with some organic, like, honey, and oh. It was amazing. Carbonara and cacio e pepe, 4 classic Roman pastas along with Allegricia and Amatriciana. Yeah, I had some Amatriciana. That was delicious. That was delicious. I mean, they're all very similar, right? I don't think I had the Allegricia. Don't think I had Allegricia. Wait, did you have something in Rome that actually wasn't fantastic? Yes. Yeah. Like, it wasn't bad, but I had food in Rome that wasn't top tier. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I had plenty of food that was fucking delicious, though. I even had bad coffee in Rome. Get that. Like, Italy, bad coffee. Whew. Who knew, right? I also had some good coffee in Rome, though. So yeah, it swings and roundabouts, right? Swings. Should we actually check this GAC? Because, you know, we do have a GAC to maybe do. Oh, hold up. Hold the phone. Something's happened. Uh-oh. He's cleared 2 teams in the north. He's cleared 2 teams in the south. Clowns to the left of me. Jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with Abby Wancasty. Abby Wancasty. All right, okay then. Allegricia is cacio e pepe with guanciale. Ah, I would love it then. Oh, Rome is not a great reflection of Italian food. Is that right, Hotel? I did have some rather wonderful food there, though. Are there places, other countries that I want to visit? Loads. Loads. Whether or not I get around to all of them is another matter. I did enjoy my vacation. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. I would take a wild guess that the bad coffee was at the time of a hangover. Well, that's Kaicho. I mean, that's pretty much any morning. I was on holiday. I drank plenty. And I was with my brothers for the first 3 nights. Well, one of my brothers was there the whole time, and one of my brothers was there for the first 3 nights. Mrs. Scribble didn't arrive until the 4th night. So it's like the start of the holiday was... The mornings were tough. Thank you, Stanimal. Perfect. Right, since we've got an hour and 20 minutes, we should probably hop to it, right? Let's get the old Notepad of Doom out. The Notepad of Doom. I bequeath to it the knowledge inside my noggin on the teams I wish to use to kill the teams that he has. Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's see. In the top end, we've got Bad Mama Ray. That's going to be Bane. Alright. We've got Glatt. It's going to be Leia. We got Balin. It feels like it's a Reaver all day, every day. We got Great Mothers. It feels like it's Darth Revan jobby. It's almost like I've played this before. Ho-ho. You had an Amatriciana yesterday. New Jersey has good Italian food. I'm happy to hear it. That's what they are for, though. Now your liver is at recovery times. For now. At the Scribe Gaming channel, we don't hold back on the drinking, so being hungover is all relative. That's true. That's true. I don't advise drinking. But you know what they say. Do as I say, not as I do. Jabba. Jabba. We could Queen Amidala it. The Jabba is waiting to be queenied. Then we've got Dick for Brains over here. This is the Baldman crew. Saw Gerrera. I'll come back to that one. Then we've got Lay Her Organs. And then we've got Ray. Feel like we should probably do some sort of Star Killer jobby on the Ray. Star Killer jobby feels good and right there. Lay her. Maybe we use our own Supreme Leader Kylo Ren against the Leia. Yeah, that's feeling about right. That is feeling about right. You threw Reaver against Balin, but they had 200% offense on the Kron. Uh-oh. Yeah, they don't have offense. They just got defense. Forget about it. Welcome back to damp, cold Wales. That's true. 2 of the nights I was in Rome, there were thunderstorms. I got drenched. It was amazing. And of course, we did lose to Rome. Italy. I did say that Wales would lose to Italy, and then we sacked our manager. So good times. How was the land of Marcus Aurelius? It was great, Sopper. Thank you for asking. Reba is a singer. No wonder it failed. Exactly. Those singers, they don't have force powers. Where should we start? Should we start off with a bit of Queen action? Yeah, let's. Ha! Oh. We're just going to get into it, I think, guys. Ha! We're going to go Galactic Republic. I have a certain queen. And she's such a dream. We could take Echo. And we could take in Snack T. She's a snack. Sounds good to me. Now, if I have anything that has got maybe a lot of armor penetrazione, I believe he's physical, right? Getting physical with Moldy-Wan Jabroni. But preferably something like this. Yeah, that looks great. That looks great, guys. I did Sparta, thank you for your action. Queen action, I prefer Journey. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. I can't hit that high note. Streetlight people. Just a small town boy living in a lonely world. Let's send it. Thank you, Ark. I appreciate you. All right, you and me. Let's go. We're gonna start off with a little bit of this. Just ease into it, baby. Ease into it. How dare you throw some stuff and things at me? I did not say you could do that. Yeah, let's just... Yeah. Let's do loads of dispelling. Just like every single move we do, I want it to be a dispel. Oh, this is tempting. Oh, yeah. Just a basic. We didn't land the buff immunity, which is sad. It's sad, but it's okay. I'll let them off. We'll do this. Great. He must have a lot of tenacity. That's okay. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of this action. I want to cleanse off that speed down. Yep, do this to get some extra speed going. Then we're going to use the second special for Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Get that extra 200% offense boost on Padawan. We got it. Oh, it's just basic. Waiting for the big hits to come out of my boy. We want to make sure we've got that offense up at all times. The offense up is clutch. All right, here we go. Big hits coming in. Coming in hot. Blap. Ooh. So close. And peaceful until. All right. Do need to get a little bit more of this action going. It would have been great if we'd have landed that buff immunity, but I'm guessing he's got more tenacity than I could shake a stick at. Could not. Well, okay, fine. Yeah, that also works. That also works. Hey, thank you so kindly, Mr. Bones himself, coming in with a raid. Oh! Padawan Obi-Wan! Oh! Beating off the horses, sir. Oh! With a stick, sir. Suits you, sir. All right, very good. Auto. I think we got it, baby. I think we got it. Coming in hot. Can we actually take... Wouldn't it be amazing if we could take out Jabba before Santa gets to do anything? I'm kind of tempted. Yeah, let's just go for it. Ooh. I don't think it's going to work, though. Did he have that cleanse? He did not. We've got another couple of turns before the big hits are coming again. Oh, hold up. Oh, okay. Well, Santi's dead. No, let's not go full auto. There's good reason not to go full auto here, guys. And that's because we want to, make sure that we've got all the good stuff in the things. Or something like that. Or let's just call him in and hope for the best. Oh. Come on, Padawan Obi-Wan. I believe in you. Kill the slug. Slug's dead. Cheers, tribe. I'm proud of you. Did I see gladiators by any chance? I did. 75 banners coming in hot, thick and fast, baby. Nice tan. Do I have a tan, Wampa? For me, this is considered to be a tan. I was out in the sun. Thank you, Wamp. Appreciate you, buddy. It is you and I. Come on proper English, mate. Beg your pardon? Oh, sorry. I thought you were calling me proper English for a minute, and then I nearly took offense. What's up, indeed, Bones? Never go full retard. You never go full retard. Alright. So, it started off well. Let's have a gander and see how our opponent is doing. I'm not sure why he's gone for the old split attempt. But I'm not mad at it either. Not mad at it. He's decided to split his virtues. We're going to focus down south. This is going to be the risky bisky one. This is going to be the risky bisky one. Because I'm going to be going in with EP Mara Jade. We're going to be taking in the likes of delicious... where is my... Oh, of course, we don't have him, do we? That's okay. Yes, that's fine. That's totally fine. Well, cancel the cobbler. Everything is okay. He replaced his stream lights with tan lights. As if that would make me any more attractive. Any relaxing hikes through the countryside, or did you just soak up all the sun? There wasn't that much sun, I'll be honest. Like I said, it rained heavily for 2 days, but it was like 14 degrees for the most part, so not terrible. I did a lot of walking, so like we were averaging 25,000 steps a day all week. It was kind of wild. Hey, Pengy, we're great. How you doing? Let's make sure that we've got some good action going on over here. How's the Grand Arena going? Evgeny? It's going okay. We've done one battle. We won it. 75 banners. Our opponent is 3 battles ahead of us, though. Remember that time when you said your wife would kill me if you ever streamed on a Saturday? I know, right, Pengy? Shh, don't tell her. I've already forgotten what I'm supposed to be doing. This is fine. This is fine. We need to make sure at all costs that stuff and things are not permitted to happen too much. That's not ideal. I will be honest. It's not ideal to have Rabian damage immunity with triple stacks. So we need to slow our roll just a smidgen here. All right. Is anybody inspired right now? No. Let's try to get everybody on an even keel. And then I'm just going to try and shock everybody. And then regain the shock over here so she can't taunt no more. Let's just throw a big old barrel at this dude. Get everybody into damage immunity that I can. Okay, now, we must take the inspiration off this Relic 9 Ray. Nice dodge. Let's see if we can get some more shock. Wonderful. More shock in the back, please. Let's get defense up. Absolutely, right before she drops the hammer. Yeah, good. We needed to get around that. Let's throw this out. Wonderful. Must deal with the Ray. Must deal with Ray. Deal with Ray, so there are no more rabies. Good. Good. Allow me to bring down the hammer. Yeah. And, well, you know, it would be kind of fun to do this. Oh, is he in damage immunity right now? He is. That'll be why. That'll be why. Everybody gets damage immunity. Everybody gets a damage immunity. Alright, good. Stun him? Ah, JTR, you and your cleansy ways. Can we stun you? Thank you. Alright, good. Alright, cool. Are you still damage immune? He is still damage immune. You're just slow as balls, buddy. Slow as molasses. Slow as molasses. There we go. Yeah. Alright. We got you, Ezra. Oh, God. One of these days. Alright, catch. Get wrecked, nerd. Alright. Bueno. Good. You're supposed to just win. It's easy. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Let's jump right into it with a little bit of that first order action. We'll take in the stuff and the things. I don't even think we need this necessarily, but you know what they say, when in Rome, don't stream for a couple of days. Damage immunity for 2 turns to start. Yeah, sounds swell. Let's go for it. Gotta start calling me the Flash? Hell yeah. Gotta start calling me go grab a beer. This is dangerous times, guys. I do need a beer. Let's see. It's kind of tempting. Let's just do this, because I guess I want to do this. Don't know why. Yeah, I wanted to get shock on everybody. A swipey for fame and glory. Beautiful. Oh, can we just get rid of him? No, because we can't. That's very rude as well. Alright. Pling. It's weird to have 2 people that can revive in this team. I'm going to stop you from doing stuff. Just for now. Everybody gets tapped. Let's focus down on Leia just for now. Oh, well, we're going to hop to it. We got to hop to it with Slacker over here. Slacker over here is like, well, I'm going to step on business right about now. All right. Okay, so the whole team is basically renewed. That's great. That's fantastic. It's just what I always wanted. Extra hits. Let's get rid of that daze. Yeah, let's just... Did we actually just miss Drogon? I mean, the answer is yes. We clearly missed Drogon, but we're not supposed to miss Drogon. Is the main thing, you know? All right, who did that? Well, they're not coming back. Drogon, I really appreciate that you hit. You hit Slacker with that one. I mean, this isn't the cleanest, but we weren't there to be clean. We were there to finish this beer. Let's grab a beer. All right. Let's grab a beer. Ah, Moretti. I mean, I'm sticking with the Italian theme, right? Delicious. Your Dark Ray looks so great. Can't wait for my Dark Ray to be entered in the roster. Yeah, so, do you know what's really great about my Dark Ray? She's got no mods on. 0 mods on that Dark Ray right now. Partially my fault, but mostly my fault. I signed up to this GAC and she had no mods on her because I moved mods and stuff like that, and I was on holiday. Oh, he's attacking still. Drop a battle. Yeah, that'll do it. All right. What am I going to use against Saw, guys? What am I going to use against Saw? What's the Cronulus? The Cronulus is a rebel one with some stacking stuff. That's good. It is a Saw Luthen. It's got Kyle Katarn. It's also got Chirrut and C-Rex, and I don't like that comp. We are going to kill it. Yes, we are. We're going to kill it. What with? Don't know. Yes, we are. We're going to kill it. What with? I don't know. CLS destroys sword? Not against this comp in particular. I mean, it can win, but it's got a 50% win ratio against this. Bane is reserved to deal with his slacker up here. Bane is reserved for this. Reaver is reserved for this. So we are we are using our brains to at least some of its potential. See, gas has a decent win rate, but I'm pretty sure my gas is on defense, which it is. How do Gungans do? Gungans are always a spicy thing. 14%. Gungans are not the solution here. I could just JML it. I don't need JML in the North Wall. I'm going to JML it. It is Abiro Moretti. I'm going to JML it, guys. Because the good counters are called for already. And I can kind of afford to just go big boy here. You know what I mean? I can go big boy here. Trey's on defense, Zizzle. Hello, yeah. We got the 66 protection cron over here. Any answers for GL Ahsoka? Good question. Yeah, let's do this. Ooh, she's a little runaway. Pass this over here. Do a little bit of this, and I wonder. Let's see if we can get some good stuff going on over here. Wonderful. And then we'll just do this, and I'm going to place this over here just to get rid of the taunts, even though it's just going to reapply. And then I'm going to focus down on Cal Katan because I don't like him. And then we're just going to call in this boy. And then call in this boy. And then, yeah. I mean, this feels okay so far. Going to pass it back around to Jedi Knight Revan, I think. Jedi Knight Revan's going to pass it all the way back. Yeah, let's go ahead and do some of this. Wonderful. Let's just increase the cooldowns and stop them from having a nice time. Yeah, that's wonderful, guys. Oh, you finally got that off, huh, buddy? All right, that's enough. You've had your 1,400 turns. It's my turn now. Son of a bitch. Very rude. Hope you realize. Think everybody's dazed right now. Oh, no, not everybody's dazed. That's okay then. See you all. Never liked your face anyway. I never liked you no way. Okay, good. Can I? No. Can I? Yeah. Yeah, come on. I'm afraid I was very, very drunk. Was I blind? Are we blind? The answer is yes. Yes, we are. Just going to keep on passing it around to Jedi Knight Revan. I mean, these explosives are going to explode in our faces a little bit. And that is very sad. However, there's only so much we can do about such things. Might as well do this. Might as well jump. Might as well jump. Come on now. Oi! So rude. So rude. I'm very disappointed in you. Oh, yes, we do have the Magmacron. We do have that. We do indeed. Alright, no turns for you, Luthen. Calm down. Another big heal. Seeing as though somebody stole a bunch of my banners. Absolute douche nozzle. Alright, good. So I don't think he dropped, unfortunately. He did not drop, and that's a little bit worrying because he's taken out a lot of the teams, and I'm pretty sure he's ahead right now. So he's taken out 3, 4, 5 teams, and I've taken out 4 teams. But obviously, I've got a thingy advantage, haven't I? Okay, so the back wall isn't too bad. It comes down to... Oh, wait a minute. I've got Leia for GL Ahsoka. I've got Leia for GL Ahsoka. I'm fine. Maybe. I'm fine. Totally. All right, cool. So, Iden, we can something it. I mean, no, not with that. Queen Amidala. Queen Amidala. We could something that as well. And then we've got Tuscans. All right? Tuscans. It's all good. Okay. So, how are we for time? How are we for time? We've got 55 minutes. We are going to Bane over here. Triumvirate was on defense. Alright. So, I would like something with a lot of health. In an ideal world. 31% health. Oh, 46% health. I mean, at that point, I might as well be using something like this. Yep, 5 of First is also on defense. That's okay. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable that will be okay. Because I do have things like C, for example. C might help. We're gonna find out after this commercial break of kicking ass and taking names. Alright. So, Bane is gonna do his thing where he goes, sucky sucky. They're gonna do the thing where they do the stuff. Bane's gonna do the thing where, well, you can do that thing. That'll be great. Yes, you can die. And then, I'm just gonna go, whap, whap. Yeah, cool. Good. Good. So now, obviously, I can't do much to Slacker while he's in that pose. But now that he's out of it, as long as he doesn't siphon too much... Oh, a tank revive. Okay, he's dead. I wasn't expecting the tank revive. I was like, oh, welcome back. Oh, bye, crew. Gotta love it. Stall so he can siphon accuracy as a joke. No. No, I don't like to lose. I don't like to lose. Not today. All right, let's get the Inquisitors out again. Reva, we're doing the Speed GAC the right way, not the wrong way. Don't ask me what the wrong way is, because I don't know how to do that one. Does that make any kind of sense? I don't think I need. Do I need? It's just kind of tempting to save that, you know what I mean? No, fuck it. We're playing this sensibly. We're playing it sensibly. We're just going, we're praying, and we're trying to chew through this beer as quickly as possible. Get the torture. We don't want to ability block them because we want them to start cleansing, so that happens. And that happens, yeah? You know what I'm saying? We want them to deathmark themselves so that we can abuse the deathmark and kill them quickly. Hopefully. Alrighty. Yep, it's just basic. They've done the clever sausage thing, though, of having lots and lots of protection and not lots and lots of not protection. If that makes sense. Yeah. I could really use with another turn from the grandest of Inquisitors. Oh, well, you're dead. Let's just heal up. Just healing up a quick second here. Gotta make sure that he doesn't do anything. Oh. Oh. Well, let's get the heal immunity at least. And now we wait. And we heal, because why not? I mean, you gotta be healthy. Oh, well, see ya. Didum-boo. Oh, somebody's got a death mark. Who's got a death mark? Who's got a death mark? Oh, bye, Honda. Yeah. That's what I thought. As do some more healing. Oh, yeah, let's do some heal equalizing. The equalization is good. Oh, goddamn! Sorry. Right equals no drunk scribe. I don't know. Ask me in 3 beers' time. Does speed gacking help with baby making? I hope so, Vash. I really do hope so. All right, let's not fuck around and find out. It is time for the Sith Empire to take their place amongst the greats. Going in with that Darth Revan lead, coming in hot, thick and fast. If I have any more big chunky crons, I mean, it's kind of tempting to go for this as well, but I think I'm going for the bulk. I'm going for the bulk. I want the bulk, guys. I want the bulk. You can't argue the bulk. Don't argue with the bulk, or the bulk will get you. Do you know what I mean? Good. Good. All right, who wants these hands? Turns out Organ Melsbeth wants these hands. That is a strong-ass mother... He's hurting my Malgus a little more than I would like him to. Yeah, this is not ideal right now. That was a lot of damage, bro. No jokes. No jokes on the John DiMaggio. That was scary. I probably shouldn't have done the shock there. We're in danger right now, is what I will say. We're in big... Did you just miss as well? Oh, we are so screwed. We are so screwed. We are completely screwed. That fucking miss, dude. That's just like, okay, well, I guess... That was 220,000 against my Malak then. God damn. Hey, Legion, how you doing? Right, okay. We've had a minor setback. And by minor, I mean huge setback. With Merrin, a Malgus lead is better. I've not even heard of that before, but I will take your word for it. I believe you, because we did just lose spectacularly. There must have been some pretty damn good modding on these two. I mean, they are R9. That kind of makes sense. They do have the double Omicron. There's some pretty strong modding over here. Health, crit damage. I'm not sure why he's got health, but that's okay. You prefer the Malgus lead? Yeah. Pretty decent. Pretty decent crit damage set with crit damage. That's probably why it hurts so bad. Anyway, let's deal with this skill. Quick, let's do the things. What am I doing? The things! Let's do it. All right, cool. So, where's Jin? Jin! All right, cool. I need some resistance penetration, please. I need to penetrate their resistance. And it is futile. So, Fulcrum. Would be nice if I could use that Fulcrum Cron. This is still golden, though. Yep, that's the one. That's the ticket. He's using there's no Ezra here. All right. Let's just get rid of this. And to be honest, I'm just going to get rid of Fulcrum because she does do rather horrendous things to me. Honestly, I don't even care. I'm just going to kill her. Like, screw that girl. She out of here. Yeah, you can fracture her. I'm okay with that. It's okay. They're clean. Okay. Next up, if we can kill the other people, that would be great. Yeah, sure. All right, that's good. That's good. Let's keep going and keep drinking. You know the rules, guys. Shoot them in the face. Preferably until they're dead. If not, longer. Oh, well, that was huge. That was a lot of damage. Well, that's a lot of damage. I feel like we put it on auto from here. Good. You'll swear that Malgus has secret negative accuracy. Sometimes it does feel that way. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Do need to clear through those great mothers, though. Great Mothers with those guys and Merrin, and of course has all of the armies. Oh yeah, the success rate is actually awful with DR. It's like 27%. So we could try and do something like a Bow Mando. Like, JMK is the obvious no-brainer. JMK and Slacker, but we've kind of, you know, got JMK on defense and no Slacker available, because we've used him already. Balin is also on defense. Can't use that, can't use that, can't use that. Alright, C it is. We're gonna have to use C. Hey, my boy, Danny. She thicker than a snicker? You know it. That's why I just put on an auto and stopped concentrating on it, because I knew we were going to be here for like another 2 minutes. How's my boy Danny doing? Let's see how our opponent is getting on. Oh, he's going up north versus the Balin team. Has he done any action down south? Nothing further down south at this point in time. Okay. So we are going C. We're taking in what? We're taking in Armorer. We're taking in GBA. And we're going to take in... Thrawn? Thrawn. Thrawn sounds good to me. Now, if I've got any more bulk crons, that would be amazing. These are... This is the bulk cron. Okay, no more bulk crons, which is... kind of big sad, but that's okay. Who am I facing off against? Facing off against them. I could go for a bonus 25% turn meter setup to help me get a turn with Thrawn. That could be useful as well. Yeah. Yeah, I do have a few that aren't level 9. I've been lax. All right. Let's go. Here comes the pain, baby. Put the tank tech over here. We're obviously going to link Morgan and link the greatest of mothers. They're so great. You know what I mean? They're really great. They're really great. That should give me some turn meter. We've got triple stacks. I'm just going to pass it right over here. Now, C is about as chunky as he's going to get. So I'm just going to place weapons tech on Thrawn. And it's all down to you now, C. Holy crap, dude. These guys are clapping. At least they can't crit my C. That's my silver lining right about now. Do you want to stop taking turns, buddy? Hey, Fish, how you doing, buddy? They literally had 30 of the level 9s? God damn. That is crazy, dude. Alright, we're slowly getting there. If all I do is get to ult and yeet out Great Mothers and Morgan Elsbeth, I consider that to be a win. However, I have faith. I have faith because they can't really do a whole lot without being able to crit. That's kind of where they all lean into. I would like another turn though. If that's quite all right, I would like another turn. Thank you so much. We fish about. I mean, you're smelling kind of fishy right about now, my brother. Come on, C. Come on. Don't just sit there and get munched on by an undead death trooper. Just yeet them. Not eat them, yeet them. Good. I feel like we've accomplished something today. So I'm going to link you. And I guess I'm going to link you as well. I'll let them do their thing and I'll just target Merrin. I guess that's what we do. And they can just get counterattacked. Yeah, this feels like a win to me. I don't see any reason why we can't just sit back and drink. Wait a minute, what? Why didn't he die? Is he immune to insta-kills with his army? My brain hurts. Guys, make my brain stop hurting. Why did that happen? Blessed. Of course he's blessed. Of course. That's why. My brain doesn't hurt anymore, thank you. It's just me versus a night trooper. Old Mano, a dead Mano. Got it. Nailed it. 33 beautiful banners. Now, we have to hope that our opponent actually drops the battle. Because if they don't, we're in trouble. Everybody in Mama is immune to insta-kills thanks to Cat. Yeah, JMK has kind of ruined that for us, hasn't he? Right. Okay. Cool. Great. Grand. Groovy. Beautiful. Amazing. Okay. Yeah. This is fine. This is not a super highbrow, tough, big balls fleet defense, but we all know that Executor, just in general, can sometimes decide to piss proverbially all over your chips. So our options here are probably let's just go big ball Leviathan against the Executor. Literally anything against this, and then win. That feels like the way to go. Wouldn't you agree? Piss on your chips, not in... You don't do piss and chips. That would be disgusting. That should be outlawed in all states. And this is the solution. Good. Let's go. Let's do this, baby. We are here for a long time and a good time, but in a short amount of time, if you catch my drift. We got to not use like the specials because they've all got this two-turn tenacity nonsense. That's kind of a pain. You know what I mean? It's kind of a pain. But it's okay because we can just kind of wait for them to lose it. You know what I mean? Wait for them to lose that two-turn tenacity. Although I will do the mass assist because I do want to just come in with this bad boy over here. I'm click. How many times did I have to click Sith Assassin then before it actually brought it in and say goodbye to the punishing one? Suck my taint. Alright, good. Now we can start using our specials because they no longer have tenacity up. So we can actually land some debuffs, maybe. Maybe land the debuffs. No guarantees on that front, I'm afraid. However, I have confidence that we are going to lose our TIE dagger. Thanks to the, focus that we've got over there. That's definitely a dead TIE Dorito. Not if it keeps on getting that foresight, though. That's kind of huge. Bloop. Oi! What is your problem, good sir? What is his problem? Alright, let's just get rid of you. Good. Leave my TIE Dorito dagger alone. Like, he's just got such an obsession with trying to defeat my TIE dagger. It's painful to the soul. That was lucky. Alright, cool. Let's get him. Don't you dare counterattack me, good sir. I am alive. Oh, you're talking about Dan. Yes, Dan is also alive. He's just been in Australia. He's been with the kangaroos and the venomous snakes and the very dangerous spiders. Bye. You finally got silver in Marvel Rivals. Good job, Luke. I'm proud of you. I was in silver too, but then I went to Rome for a week. So I don't know what I am anymore. I don't know. Good. Let's just make sure that they just completely ignore the fact that we try to debuff them. Good. Good. That's one fleet down. 74 is a decent score. 74, decent score to take down a fleet. Quite the feat, don't you think? Ah! We got a hold, baby. We got a hold. We got a hold. We got a hold. We got a hold, baby. Sorry, I just get really excited when I get a hold. Just get really excited when I get a hold. Let's go. Reach gold to get the free skin by the 21st. Ooh, I've got a week to get a free skin. That's Sunfac. That's Soldier. That's Spy. Send it. Good morning, Vietnam. Let's just try and get this guy hurt enough. We're looking okay right now. Nice work, Babu Freak. I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. She take my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she a gold digger way out of town that digs on me. I think we're good. I think we are looking pretty. We are looking pretty fly for a Jedi. Before we continue, I do need another brewski because we are out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out. No shots today. What can I say? Got 5 holds on Slacker and he's still standing. That's huge. Like, as soon as I saw that Bane just licks his bumhole, I decided, nope, not today. Not a good 2 rounds so far. 1 and 5. Ooh, fish. That is not great. No, it's not great, mate. I'm sorry, buddy. Winner. Grabbing a beer. Hey, Jar Jar, how you doing? JML also shits on Slacker, Ray. Huge. Well, JML always used to shit on Slacker, so it's good to know that he still does it with Ray. Prost. Let's see. Has our opponent taken any further action against us? Nothing on the fleet. Some people might say that that is GG's. Ladies and gentlemen, some people, I might be some people, would say that that is game over, son. Good night. Sound? You can still hear me. What do you mean sound? Death sound? Give me more context. You're scaring me. That was also kind of scary, not gonna lie. Yeah, let's just go all in. All in, baby. I never use... I never face... I don't know what I'm doing. But it feels right. Maybe. Maybe it feels right. Oh, right, okay. Okay, all good, Death Helm. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Just making sure that I can still be heard, seen, and spoken to. The Marauder is just vicious. The Marauder is the most vicious of all the little ships. He just tries so damn hard, does the Marauder. He's like, here we go. Would you like to be crit on a basic for 220,000? Oh, good. Here you are. And then everybody had a party, and I was invited for once. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be swell? Good. I think we ult on them just to insult them. Ult to insult. That's the rule to live by. Fleet game was pretty clean. 74s, I think. I think we might have had 173. So we've got a Queen Amidala. Great Mothers. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use Great Mothers. That's what I'm going to use Great Mothers. That's what I'm going to use. Maybe we'll throw in these guys. If I've got... What would be nice? I mean, starting with bonus TM would be kind of sick, to be fair. Yeah, let's do it. Gas was on defense, Legion. They don't seem that great. They seem pretty great to me. Pretty great to me. We're just going to get rid of that bonus protection. And I think Organ Melsbeth, she deserves to be blessed. Just so she can do this mass assist over here and hopefully kill Obi-Wan. Oh my god, he's survived by the hairs on his chinny chin. Go on. Kill him. Yeah! Let's actually get rid of Mace. All right, good. Good. I'm very proud of our great mothers. They were at one point they were just the good mothers. Now they're pretty great again. You know what I mean? I'm proud of every single one of those mothers. Those sons of mothers have done me a solid today. Even though we lost against them. I need to work on my Peridia patrol and make them banging. That's what I need to do. It's the kind of man I am. I built the Eiffel Tower out of brawn and steel. Alright. Let's take care of Mace. Let's throw him out the window. His time is nigh. Come on, Mace. Stop hanging on. You can't have that much stats because we have been lowering your stats significantly. Alright? You can't just sit there and be like, oh, you think I'm going to get more... No! Not today, Mace. Tell him, Tribe. Tribe, support me. Help me out here. I think so, Legion. I think that a new GL Thrawn will come as an Imperial Remnant GL. And then you'll have another team. Oop. Alright, this Mace does not want to die. He has decided that infinite health, despite having constantly reduced health, is the way to go. And I don't like him for it. I feel like I should punish him somehow, and I'm not sure what the solution is. I don't know what to do about this guy. Alright. How are you still alive, Mace? Seriously, dude. What the hell, man? Take a hint. Nobody likes you, Mace. We just tolerate you. Okay? That's all it is. That's all it is. People are just nice to you because you're so high up in the Grand Order. You know what I mean? They don't actually like you. They don't even pretend to like you. Stupid Mace. And I say this as a fellow Baldy. Not that much of a badass motherfucker, are you? Seriously, how is Mace still alive? He's Relic 5. He's goddamn Relic 5. He's got no health. And yet, he has infinite health. I'm going to time out. I'm definitely going to time out here. Oh my god, we killed Mace. Holy shit. It happened. What? What's happening? No. Yeah. Little bit of danger here. Definitely in danger of timing out. Definitely in danger of timing out. That mace was taking far too long to take down, and I don't know why. The motherfucker at the end of the line. It would be really swell if we could just, like, kill Queen Amidala. I don't even care if we kill anybody else. If we could just kill Queen Amidala, that would be really nice. Problem is, she's damage immune, so I can't kill her. Come on, please kill Queen Amidala. You got 8 seconds, buddy. Oh, huge! All right. All right, so that puts us back in the losing streak, guys. But it's okay, because it's just those two. All right, I think Ad Red. No, we don't have Ad Red. We don't have Ad Red. We used him. Bo-Katan Mandalore, maybe? Bo-Katan? No. Gungans versus Tuskens? I feel like Gungans versus Tuskens will work well. Let's figure this out together, guys. Let's figure it out together as a full auto unit. It's definitely an easy cleanup, yeah. Luke, 100%, it was a bad idea to doom Mace. In my defense, I was not expecting him to be that fucking tanky. Like, he was losing max health every single time he took a turn, every time he got basicked by Great Mothers, every time he got a hit from Morgan Elsbeth, and yet he just stood there and took 0 damage the whole time. I was like 3 minutes wailing on Mace alone. I should have just gone after someone weaker, like anyone else. Ouch, Dubois. Gungans will not care for 80k dots. Gungans don't give a shit about dots. Look at him. I've got 41 dots on Phalanx, and he's like, so? Who cares? What's his protection? Oh. Oh. Oh, there's a shame. No, I definitely take out Padawan Obi-Wan first. Like, he's the real threat, in my opinion. You take out Padawan Obi-Wan, and life is good. I don't know how Bo-Katan Mandalore does here, but I feel like she's my best chance at doing something. So I'm going to use her, and we're going to find out together. Trench? You want me to use Trench? All right, Burrito, I'll use Trench for you. I'll use Trench. Do you want me to use Trench? Fucking... We don't have what? That's a little bit painful. I'm going to Bo-Katan it. I don't have what. Bo-Katan feels so much better. Plus, I'm part of the 2%. I'm part of the 2%. Send it. It doesn't matter what you do.
No.
I'll always come for you.
No.
No. This is like an enduring theme, I feel. An enduring theme in Bo-Katan Mandalore matches are... You start the match, the enemy takes 15 turns, and you eventually get to do something. That's how I feel Bo-Katan matches go. Does anybody else agree? I feel like that's true. I feel like we might need another beer after this one, guys. So bear with me. Pray for me. Pray for Jesus. How did that snowtrooper survive a full 20 stack bomb? Oh, he had damage immunity, didn't he? Now it makes sense. Now, don't go after her. She can't die. Sometimes, honestly, the AI... It sometimes... It forgets the I in AI. Do you know what I mean? It's just artificial. Hey, Ryan. How you doing? What's the beverage? Tonight we are drinking Birra Moretti. Well, there's still a good chunk left in that one. Let's see. We've got 21 minutes to beat this last team, so we can actually chill. I think 21 minutes to kill 2 characters in a team is fine. I think he may have given up after failing twice on the old Fulcrum Glat squad. So we can afford to relax for a little bit. Hi, guys. Hi. How are you? Essex, of course I win, buddy. But have you got a drink in hand? I can't be the only person drinking tonight, surely. Surely. You are, and don't call me Surely. Why do I drink beer from cans, not from bottles? Because sometimes it comes in bottles, and sometimes it comes in cans. That is my answer. It depends what's in the store. Your drink of choice is Monster, Stanimal, get out of here. Drink something healthy for once, like a beer. God damn it. I'm on that Knob Creek train. Oh, fuck yeah. Whoa, yeah, woofy. I've still got a little bit of that, yeah, I'm saying. There's not much. There is a smidgen. There's a couple of, you know what I mean? In there, in the double barreled, double oaked. And I think I've got another half bottle downstairs. That was from Christmas time that my brother brought round. And then obviously all of Christmas I was not drinking. So it stayed as it was. Essex, thank you for gifting a sub out to Mr. Fish. Appreciate you, my brother. Your drink of choice is water. That's fair, Luke. I mean, that's very healthy. There's water in beer. So... we like to drink with Scribble because Scribble is our mate. And when we drink with Scribble, we get it down in 8, 7, 6. I haven't heard that in about 10 years. Isn't beer vegetarian? Maybe. I don't know. Why'd you ask? So in short, you can't care less for what beer is in a can. No, not really. Don't get me wrong. My favourite way to drink beer is out of a pint glass. Except for there is one occasion where I prefer beer slightly differently. All right? So I prefer, like, my number one choice is definitely beer out of a pint glass, right? But you can't always get beer in a pint glass. Sometimes, as we've already discussed, beer comes in like a can, you know. Sometimes all they have is halves, and that makes me cry, very much so. But sometimes beer comes in like really big glasses, and that's the perfect way. I'm just trying to find this goddamn photo, and I don't know where it is. Where is it? I'll find it now. Beer is vegetarian, but not vegan. Good to know. Good to know. You only drink Mountain Dew. Do you? See what I did there? Bear with me. Hold the fort. I'm so confused. Like, what, why is this... Why is this image of mine not to be found? Stop it! How is there an advert in my fucking pictures? That does not make sense. Yeah, that's the one. So that's my preferred. That's my preferred method of drinking. That was wonderful, guys. That was wonderful. When that arrived on my table, I was like, yes, I can stay here. All these unsubbed people, for fuck's sake. I know, right, Essex? How are there people that are watching this channel, enjoying this live stream, and yet are not actually subscribed? Fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? Why did my next 2 gift subs not... Your next 2 gift subs? You... What? Oh, they didn't. Look at you. Essex. My man. You gifted out subs to EXO and Screerider. Thank you so much, my brother. The alerts are still on, so I don't know why they're not popping up. The glass tankards in out. That size is quite normal in Germany. I'm moving to Germany. Look at it. It's... I mean, I was a little put off by the head. I mean, that is quite a lot of head there, right? There is quite a lot of head there. But the look on my face kind of says it all. I was like, oh, yeah. It wasn't, Ryan. It was a normal pub in Italy. Well, it was a restaurant in Italy. And I... Shift down. Thank you so much for the resub. 6 months, brother. So I went there and we literally sat down for lunch. Mrs. Scribble and I sat down for lunch. And we just wanted something light. And I asked for a beer. And he's like, do you want a regular or a large? And in my head, I was like, okay, large is probably just a pint. And a regular might be a half pint or maybe a schooner. And I was like, I want a large. I'm a man. You know, I have needs. Y'all can relate, right? And then they just come out with this fucking boom, massive stein. And I was just like, I like you. You're my friend. So yeah, that was the shit. A suitable amount of inches. Yes, Shift. It's I would say 6 inches is probably on the large side, right? Yeah. Looks like one from Oktoberfest. I hope I wrote that right. I think it's with a K. I think Oktoberfest is with a K. I'm not sure though. And you have a glass that size at home. Essex knows how to live. Bavaria, to be precise. Either half a litre or a whole litre. There is no in between. Yeah. Go big or go home. That is the way. The beer cellar in Cardiff used to do them. I'm not too sure if it's still open. Fantastic night out there. I'm pretty sure beer cellar is still open. Oh, no, it might have changed, actually. No, that might have changed. It might be a smokehouse now. Might be smokehouse now. But there is Heidi's on Mill Lane. I never go in there because I'm far too old to be going out drinking in Mill Lane these days. So, yeah. Northern Italy. That is a German Mabkrug. 1 litre. Good to know. Good to know. A Mexican restaurant close by my house serves their beer in that size glass. That's huge. I love it. I'm a big fan. I am a big fan, just in general. You know what I mean? That's the wrong one. We should be over here. So let's have a look. I think our opponent has officially thrown in the towel. What would you guys like to use against the Queen Armadillo duet? Duet. What do you guys want to see? Tell me in the chat right about now, and we will wrap it up, wrap it in. Let me begin. Darth Maul, he'll lose. I could do. Hang on. I even think if I took in a full Darth Maul team, he would still lose. Because Master Qui-Gon Jinn just won't die, alright? You have to give me a team that's gonna win. Wampa? A lot of people... Darth Elias is like, Ewoks? Ewoks will never kill Qui-Gon Jinn. He will literally stay alive forever. He'll literally stay alive forever. As they try to kill him by 1,000 paper cuts. And he'll just be there like... No. Your focus determines your reality. I get it. You're afraid. I'm not afraid. I've already won. It's just, you know, sometimes there is a limit. Maybe we should finish the spear, grab the next one, which is the last one, unless we start on the old whisk, and then we see what happens. What's going on, Jason? All right, I'll let you guys have a think. So far, the vast majority of people want Wampa, which I'm down with. I'm down to clan with Wampa. We'll grab a beer and we'll be back. It looks like Wampa is the winner, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to Wamp it and win. Wamp it and win. Just throwing on the first datacron I found. It's the kind of man I am. Alright, Wampa. Do your thing, honey. I believe in you, Wampa. Don't let that Qui-Gon boss you around, Wampa. Just take the claws to him. Rip his head off. Take that poncho off and use it as a do-rag. Something like that. Alright, hold up. Good. Come on, Wampa. I believe in you. Oh my god, that Master Qui-Gon Jinn is getting whomped. Whomp. Ooh. Ooh. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming. The Wampa's coming. Wow, we're getting hurt quite a bit here. I'm not liking the amount of damage that Wampa is taking. That makes me feel a little bit more better. More better? Oh my god, my English today is just awful. More betterer. Yeah. Alright, Master Qui-Gon Jinn. Allow me to kindly request that you stop being such a douche and just... Okay, he died. It's fine. It's fine. Mo better. Mo better. It's like Mo Farah, but different. Go nearer, you go Farah, and then lesser, and then better. We just went mo better. Oh, me. Banging. Wumps. Wumps is a queen amongst mere mortals. The terrible full clear is on, and our opponent only cleared zone. One zone only. You just won this round of GACs, says Jason. 1756 to 1682. Please pardon the late response. Busy. All good. 1756. Your opponent scored 1682. That's a lot of drops. I'm proud of you. Nummy Jedi. We did it, guys. We absolutely did it. We kicked ass. We took names. We came back. First stream back in a week. We had a whale of a time. But no whaling. You know what I did whaling on recently? I whaled on a vacation for Mrs. Scribble and I took her to Rome. It was a great time. It was very nice. You know what I mean? And so for brief update on IVF progress, she has finished her first stage of medication. She is starting her second stage of medication mañana, tomorrow. That lasts a week. She has got a scan, not Monday, week Monday. So in 8 days' time, she's got a scan. And that should tell us whether or not her body is ready for egg transplant, basically. And I've got to do my bit then. Because that all has to happen very quickly, which I'm completely used to. So, yeah. That is our update. Things are going as they should right now. So hopefully, in about a week, just over a week, everything will look good with Mrs. Scribble, and we'll be able to proceed. Now, we'll know if it's worked, apparently, 2 weeks after that. So, the Kyber Empire has arrived as Arnold just raided us. Arnold, thank you so kindly, good sir. Give a salute to the Kyber Emperor himself. Arnold coming in thick and fast with a massive raid, I'm sure. Thank you so much, good sir. I hope you are well. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. Who have we got? Who have we got, guys? Sound off in the chat if you are proud to be in the Empire today. Let me know. Let me know. Thank you, Dubois. I appreciate that. Long live the Kyber Empire. Yes, yes. This is an Arnold raid. Put your hands down and your pants up. No, wait, wrong way. Put your hands up and your pants down. Okay, hold up. I can't stand up now. Hold up. We're good. We're good, boys. We're good. Don't worry about it. It's great to be in the Empire today. It is indeed. Exarcoon revived, sounding off good, sir. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Proud. I wouldn't go that far. You are proud. I'm a proud Welshman. Proud that we have lost 14 matches of rugby in succession. I'm proud that I flew all the way to Rome to watch Wales lose to Italy. It was a tough beat. It was a tough beat, guys. But it is what it is. Isn't it late in Wales? Not really. It's 5 to 10. Only 5 to 10, solar power tree. Don't you worry, brother. How did the Grand Arena go? Steady, Garlic. I'll tell you how the Grand Arena went. I'd say pretty successfully. Pretty successfully here for us in the tribe tonight. I hope the Kyber Emperor's GAC went just as well. I mean, this is kind of my fault because I had a week off. So, you know, I lost round 1 because I didn't attack. I would have won as well because he only cleared 2 zones. I was like, oh, I would have kicked your ass, Seabass. So yeah, I think I feel like I got an easier matchup. But our good friend over here, Epi Wancasti, he kind of got stuck on the old Ahsoka Fulcrum. That's the only battle he dropped. He dropped it twice, but decided to call it quits after that, and we just full cleared, baby. That's how we do. Moretti, thank you, Carpenter. It is good taste. Thank you, Evgeny. What a shit. Did it really Taserface? Oh God, Kieran, what happened with Arnold's GAC, guys? Did not do Ewoks against Lord Vader, so he lost. Why would he use Ewoks against anything? Nobody uses Ewoks. No, nobody uses the fluffy Inquisition. All right. Tough loss for the Kyber Empire today. Oh God, I'm gonna have to watch back the VOD on that one. Was it a stuck on everything? Was it like a train wreck? Was it just did Arnold go on tilt hard? Is that what happened? Was it one loss led to another loss, led to another loss? He started pulling out his hair. I feel that on a very personal level. I have no hair to pull out, but it's because I've lost so much in my life. The Emperor got humiliated. DTMG lost to Siarufu. Ooh. I mean, Siarufu is no joke. So, only use Ewoks have is to kill a potato or a fish. I hear they're very good hunters. Ewoks are the best team in Swiggle. What do you mean, Scribe? I'll tell you, Lightark. What I mean is that Ewoks literally can't beat anything. Stupid Ewoks. Stupid fluffy murder bears. I'm sure I'm going to somehow summon a random gerbil. Ewoks suck! Does anybody see the gerbil yet? What do you mean? Only a weak fish. Arnold's community leads him down dangerous paths when he knows better. I'm sure Arnold is quite happy to be convinced to use teams that perhaps may not be the most optimal counters. And he does it in the name of entertainment and... I was going to say science, but it's probably just entertainment. Because one knows that one does not use Ewoks against anything in Kyber. No, it does not happen. Say Ewoks 3 times. Ewok, Ewok, Ewok. There are no gerbils. Not enough time. Arnold's been busy lately. It's all good. Wait, hold up. It is all good. It is all good. There's no shame in losing a GAC. There's no shame in that, ladies and gentlemen. Nope. It does not. Arnold even says that throwing grand arenas on stream is more fun than winning offline. It's true. There isn't a whole lot of fun winning offline. When you are a streamer, Grand Arena it doesn't hit the same when you're offline. What I will say is it's a lot easier to win when you're not actually live streaming. It's kind of weird, right? Like, you wouldn't think it, but it's easier to win when you're not streaming. Because you're not thinking about chat, you're not thinking about is my stream up, you're not thinking about the pressure, the performance anxiety to look good. Because damn, do I look good. So you're not thinking about none of that, so all you have to focus on is the battle and the team to beat and what the strategy is. You know what I mean? And that's easy. It's like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll just win because I'm that damn good. You know? When you stream, there's a lot, it's a lot more going on. And it's a lot more enjoyable. And you get to chat to wonderful people. And then people get to take the piss out of the stupid mistakes that you do. Not me, obviously. I'm flawless. But other people. Oh, Kieran, you're absolutely right. I do have a territory war. They're probably actually really angry with me because it's 4 hours in and I haven't done a battle. What? Whoa. Let's go fix that real quick. Well, we've cleared A zone. Top 2. What are we looking at over here? I'll be honest. After all the traveling, 4 beers kind of making me a little bit done. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show any of this. No, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show any of this. But that's okay, and that's alright. Alright. So, what have we got up here? We've got Gungans. Alright. This is fine to show. This is fine. Alright. Let's get the old Phoenix out. Because we all know that Phoenix are great versus Gungans. especially if you've got the Hera Omicron. And maybe now don't judge, guys. Don't judge. I know I've got a couple of Relic 9 Phoenix, all right? Got a couple of Relic... And there's Zeb over here. He's Relic 9 as well, but nobody uses Zeb ever because he's shit. All right? But don't judge the Relic 9s, all right? They were for charity. They weren't for charity. It was for the charity of Scribble. Not surprising, we are always his downfall. Indeed. I'll drink to that. You must fish away. Fish. So have a good stream. Peace out, fish, brother. Big love, my brother. It's 10 p.m. My R9 investments are worse than Arnold's. I don't deny that in the slightest. I have had some pretty awful Relic 9 requirements. Do you want to see this? This is the worst R9 that we've ever had to do. He's literally useless. The worst R9 I've ever had to do is this guy. He doesn't do anything. But I had to do this guy. Alright? Oh, this is Territory War sub. This has nothing to do with Territory Wars, Ecliptic. That was a sub goal. All of these were sub goals. There's also Gar Saxon, for example. Gar Saxon, Relic 9 Gar Saxon. Of course, he's there. And then there's the likes of, the Cup, the wonderful Cup. He has also Relic 9. Yeah, Sector 5 is Relic 8. Not Relic 9. Not Relic 9. 9! Yeah, so it was very painful. Let's see. Yeah, we'll take this one out. Send it! Alright. So all we're really looking to do is take out the shield generator as quickly as possible. Oh no! So we want to save. When it comes to Chopper, you want to save the second special for when Phalanx is taunting. But we're still going to use other specials just to call at least some people to assist. I'm going to basic here to clear off some debuffs. Ooh. I'm going to call in to clear off some more debuffs. Oh, double tap for the debuff removal. Oh, see, now we can do that. But I'm going to save it just for now. Just for now. 4. 3. Got to get rid of all of that jazz. This will actually just get rid of it. Oh, it won't. That's fine. There we go. Job's a good one. Job is a good one. Now we can focus on Barbar Jinx. And I think we'll all have a really good time. I guess. What the hell happened to Jar Jar? Where did he go? I was actually looking to the right over here at chat for a minute. And I turned back and Jar Jar was dead. What happened to Jar Jar, guys? Oh, God. Oh, God. This is an absolute... Oh, no. Oh, no. Phoenix are great. Count yourself lucky. I was drunk the other night in R9 Reaver. Like, what a nothing wrong with an R9 Reaver, Essex. Sector 5 and 6 are Relic 9? Yes, they are. But I'm pretty sure that Hoth Rebel Soldier is not an R9 platoon. Hang on. Rise of the Empire Operations. I'm just checking through. I'm pretty sure he's never a requirement. At Relic 9. So 5. I'm just checking through now. The problem is I can't bloody search here. Okay. So... No, I can't see that. You're killing me again! Jar Jar is how I do it. It's how I do. You know what I mean? He just packed a suitcase and left. I mean, I did the same thing. I did the same thing last week, guys, and that's why there was no content. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to take a leave of absence. It was totally worth it. How are we doing? We're +5 here, so we've killed 5 more teams here. So technically, 5 times 20 should be 100 banner advantage. And we're up 108, 104. So we are performing better than they are currently. So that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. We're winning. We're winning. And that's okay. That's okay. So everybody, I've just noticed now, I've checked over on YouTube. We've only got 82 likes on the stream, but there's over 250 people in the concurrent viewership. Guys, can you just give me a little bit of a like real quick? And we can have real talk. We can have real talk. What do you guys want to have a chat about? We can put your worries to right. Right now. We can talk about Galaxy of Heroes if you want. Or I can be your agony aunt. How does that feel? How does that feel? You know what I mean? You're fighting more Vanguard of Disorder? No, we're not. If we were fighting more Vanguard of Disorder, we probably already would have lost. Trauma dump stream. Hey guys, if you want a trauma dump right now, be my guest. Be my guest. Made with real gorilla chest. What? Hold up. Oh, hold up. So continuing. Sorry, something came up in my emails. It was a little bit important, but not something to discuss here. The meaning of life, 42, Exarku. All right. The real problem is we need to, before we can understand what the meaning of life actually is, we first need to understand what the question is. All right. That's the real tricky part. Thank you, Raya. I appreciate the like. Let me actually just let's have a quick recap over here. It's still okay. It's gone up to 98 likes. If we get to 100 likes, what should we do at 100 likes, guys? Help me out. What should we do for 100 likes? You just started playing the game after not for 2 years. Kieran, you've had a 2-year absence of Galaxy of Heroes. That's a pretty big absence. How are you finding it coming back? There's been a lot of changes in 2 years. So how are you finding the game? We could talk about the average GP-ness that can get in Kyber. What are you talking about? Kyber 1 or Kyber 5? Because they are very, very different beasts. What is the meaning of life? There's your question. No. See, that's not right. 766. I was 100. You were the 100th like. Oh, yeah, we've actually jumped up to 109. So we did break 100 likes. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do at 100 likes. We're at 111. That's actually a really sexy number of likes. Huzzah! A man of quality. Indeed. There is no meaning to it. That's the beautiful part. Each life can determine its own meaning. Isn't that great, Stanimal? I mean, when we look at it from the context of, in the greatest scheme of things, nothing that happens on the planet Earth matters in the slightest. right? In the grand scheme of the universe, we are an infinitesimally small dot on an infinitesimally large universe. Nothing we do matters. Not a fucking thing. Isn't that great? Isn't that freeing? Isn't that liberating? But you can make meaning in your own life based on what you decide is important. Isn't that amazing? That's wonderful. It's like nothing matters and everything matters at the same time. Isn't it wonderful? It's a very freeing thought. Tagged you in your chat. Sector 5. Light side. Ring of Kafrene. Hoth Rebel Soldier will get you someday. Yay. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. That's the most use he'll ever get, is bringing us one step closer to filling a platoon. Oh my god. And it's such a terrible, terrible waste. Oh, never mind. Anything interesting happened? Slack, we kicked ass, we took names. Is that interesting? How you doing, buddy? TLZ, now listen, man. I am a frood that always knows where my towel is, okay? I always know where my towel is. Don't you worry. There is no meaning to life. It equals each life is useless. Pretty much, yeah. Lovely time to tune in. Everything is pointless. Absolutely, Slack. Everything is pointless and everything is of the utmost importance at the same time. It's wonderful. So you're saying there's nothing morally wrong? No, I'm not saying that at all. Morals have got nothing to do with whether or not something is important or not. For the greater good, the greater good. If we don't do something about these kids, sooner or later we'll be knee-deep in thieving kids. What is it? Dog muck and crusty jugglers. I got there eventually. It took me a while for the brain to engage. Do I actually enjoy territory battles or think it's a good game mode? That is a good question, Ben. I love your name, by the way. I do not enjoy territory battles, no. I think I think it can be a good game mode. And I think that's why I don't enjoy it. Right? The problem, in my opinion, with territory battles, and I wish, like, one of the enduring issues with Galaxy of Heroes is that I can't just go in here and I can't just, like, check out territory battles. You know what I mean? I can't just jump through the menus and look at the map at any time. I'm stuck because it's not open, right? So, what's the good thing about territory battles? Gives us an opportunity to use a wider range of rosters, gives us the opportunity to earn good rewards, gives us the opportunity to engage in battles that we couldn't otherwise engage in. Special missions, that sort of thing, right? Fighting the Reek and the Acklay, fighting the Nexu. Going in battles that are a little bit different. You use 2 characters or 3 characters. There are event abilities. There are, modifiers that you don't see elsewhere. Like, in theory, all that stuff is really cool. The problem, in my opinion, with territory battles at the moment is 1, takes far too fucking long. 2, it feels like it is artificially trying to lengthen the life of the game. And that's why it requires things like Relic 9 Hoth Rebel Soldier. You know what I mean? It's like you can't finish this game mode because you haven't made stupid investments in your roster. Nobody currently can max out that. Nobody could max out light side GOTB. Still, to this day, you can't do that. And we stopped playing that 2 years ago? Year and a half ago? You know what I mean? It's like, I understand that we need to have a life cycle in the game, and it is more cost efficient for them to make things that we can't finish. But the problem is now is that we've padded things so much by making battles last forever. It takes like 10 minutes a battle, and we've got 3 planets with 4 combat missions and a special mission. You're talking like an hour's worth of combat time, unless you decide to throw on TB Omicrons and hit auto and walk away with decent modding on some teams. It's like, It's not entertaining. It's dull. When it could be entertaining. You know what I mean? That's my problem with TB. The answer to all things is Ewoks and 42. Well, flim. Who's my favorite Star Wars character and why? Interesting question. It always used to be Han Solo. Why? Because he's morally grey. And that makes for an intriguing character. You know, back then, you didn't really get the anti-hero type very often. And he kind of is. You know, he is a morally grey character. Not just in that he can be bull, but he's also just a bit of a dick. You know what I mean? He's just a bit of a dick. And that's kind of intriguing. It's more interesting than somebody that is, you know, a white knight, and it's more interesting than somebody that's, I guess, a dark knight. You know what I mean? It's like he operates somewhere in the middle, and that's always very interesting. Shut up, Slack. Should you relic 9 Supreme Leader Kylo Ren or relic 9 Piet? Out of those two choices, Charlie, you relic 9 Supreme Leader Kylo Ren twice before you relic 9 Piet. There's no reason to relic 9 Piet. Get out of here. I know you're but what about Fleet? Relic 9 Piet in Fleets only really matters in mirror matches. Nobody is mirror matching executors these days. Almost nobody. You're better off taking like the rest of your executor pilots, like, you know, your Cad Bane, your Beskar Armor Mando, your Boba Fett, your Dengar. You're better off taking those guys up to like Relic 8 than you are in taking Admiral Piet to Relic 9. You still have 0 TB Ommis, and I refuse to add any. I get you, Danny. I get you. I was like that myself until Slack forced my hand. Lightside Geo TB was at least... the thing Lightside Geo TB did was... It wasn't massively time-consuming. The battles were hard, but winnable. And the cam mission is still the best special mission they've ever done. I did Wampa, yeah. Not even for the Executor to get faster. Exactly. Not even for the Executor to get faster. Executor being 1 speed faster only matters in a mirror match. That's literally it. Those days are gone. It's a waste. It's a waste. I mean, it's... Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's a bad thing to have him faster. Faster is better, right? Like, it's more stats to your ship. It's a good thing. But if the choice is Piet or Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, you do Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Have you gone back and played Lightside Geo? It's still possible to lose? Absolutely, Slack. Absolutely. It's amazing how overtuned it was. It was overtuned, but it was very particular. It's like you have to have good modding and you have to have a team that can win. Because there's things like you're not going to outpace Droideka. Droideka is going to one-shot somebody no matter what, right? So you need a way to deal with the Droideka. So either it's like, oh, I take in a gas team and Droideka can't kill anybody because gas is still standing. Or I take in a CLS team and I can stun the Droideka. And then I can deal with it. Or I take in a JML team under Jedi Knight like Luke lead, and I can outpace him because it's a GL, and I give my team turn meter, and I can stun the whole team. Like, it took strategy and planning in a very deliberate way, and the battles did not take 10 minutes to beat. Like, back when we were in the swing of Lightside GOTB, I've done 72 waves. And that was basically like completing everything back then. New accounts are mirror matching executors. I have an account 1.5 years old, and it's top 20 executors. Yep, it's still not worth relic 9ing. Okay. So what's your choice? Do you relic 9 your executor for a short-term benefit to help you climb in Fleet Arena? Or, alternatively, do you save that relic 9 and invest in the Leviathan and get the ship that can beat it regardless, and is worthwhile long-term investment that improves your roster? Regardless, still a bad investment, in my opinion. Because, yeah, no. If they seriously revamped TW into something exciting, could drive the game forward for 1 to 2 years. Yeah, in my opinion, they really need to completely overhaul Territory Wars. Stanimal, me too, buddy. Yep, Marcelo, you can thank the wonderful introduction of the Punishing One for Executor being everywhere. Won your GAC 80 to 77. Beat one team in the last 5 minutes. Nice one. That's efficiency right there. It's worth more to relic Peridia Patrol than to get more relic 9s from that. In the very long run, yes, it is. In the very long run, it's worth more to spend 3 relic 9s on the Peridia Patrol than it is to R9 Piet. But we're talking a 3-year horizon. It's like if you were to relic 9, say, Qui-Gon Jinn and Padawan Obi-Wan, Master Qui-Gon Jinn, obviously, and Padawan Obi-Wan, that's a far better investment than an R9 Piet. Even though it's twice as many relic 9s. Even if the raid disappeared today. But Leviathan is proving ground logs twice over. So? And? Who gives a fuck? So? That doesn't matter. New accounts are far from Leviathan. You're still 6 months out. Exactly. How long have... Like... Okay, so I get your opinion, Trevor. I understand where you're coming from. You're like, 6 months before I get Leviathan, you want me to sacrifice... You're not even sacrificing anything. You want me to make Fleet Arena a little bit more inconvenient for 6 more months than invest in a Relic 9 that's going to benefit me for 6 months? Yes, I do. Absolutely. I've been playing for 6 years. 6 months is fuck all. It's 5... You know what I mean? It's like... What, 20% of the time I've been playing the game? Doesn't matter. I understand it's a long timeline, but this is a game that you play for years and years and years. The game's been out for 10 years. 6 months is nothing. I know it's frustrating, but you can still win with a slower executor. That's not the difference. That's not the game changer you think it's going to be. So if you rush exec, then get a 3-year return on your R9 Piet. No slack. Get a head up. Get a step up on your opponents. If you can still beat Relic 9 Piets with your Relic 8 Piet, which you can, it doesn't matter. What you're asking for is convenience, not benefit. You've still not beaten the Malgus Proving Grounds yet, so you're basically 2 years out. Beat it. Proving Grounds can be done fast. Honestly, this conquest, I complete them and they're done in less than 2 years on an account that could do the Malgus in less than 1 year. Hey, Celeste, how you doing? But in total, it's 2 years of not making top flight. It's not! Just learn how to beat the fleet. Learn how to beat the fleet. You can beat it with endurance, you can beat it with negotiator. You don't need an R9 investment. No R9s required. It's more frustrating. Yes, I agree. And if you're going to drop money on it, It's a little bit different, right? If you want to pay for convenience, it's different. If you can get rank 1, then it's probably worth it. In my opinion, every roster should be going Inquisitors early. 2 assault battles, many conquest feats, and they can work in PvP. So save R9 for Reaver over Piet. No, Stanimal. No, absolutely not. Like, and I'm not disagreeing with your assertions of Inquisitors. Inquisitors are incredibly valuable. Problem with Inquisitors is that you need to have a guild that's also doing it, right? Because you're only 1/50th of a guild. So you need a lot of people in the guild that are all pushing towards Reaver. Otherwise, it's still, like, even though you invest in Inquisitors, you're not going to get Reaver for potentially 3-4 years, right? But Reaver doesn't need R9 at all. Reaver works perfectly fine at R7 and R8. 1 Omicron. You know what I mean? You don't need to Relic 9 her. Save it. Save it. She doesn't even get the big boost to protection. I have a Relic 9 Reaver. It's not worth it. I did it because I wanted to. You've got your 7-star Negotiator recently. And I do have Marauder, so I'll probably learn the counter levy anyway and hold that position. Yep. But like one R9 not worth it just from a convenience perspective? So is 1 R9 worth convenience? Maybe is the answer to that. It's like entirely subjective. If you think it is worth it, then it is, because that's how subjective opinions works, right? But if we look at it from an objective point of view of an R9 Piet makes me get first in fleet in 1 battle instead of 3 fleet battles, or 4 fleet battles, or 5 fleet battles, right? Every single day. It saves me half an hour. Is it worth it from that perspective is entirely subjective. When it comes down to what do you get out of it, provided you are not having to refresh your fleet arena every single day in order to hit first in fleet, objectively it's not worth it unless you really value that half an hour of grinding. And it might not even take you half an hour. I'm talking worst case scenario. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you should still be able to hit first with a Relic 8 Piet regardless. Doesn't matter. It's just how many battles it will take you to do it. You know what I mean? Do I think Reaver will come in a Lightspeed bundle? Never, PGV. CG? No, actually, no, that's not true. Let me take that back. Sorry. Reaver may one day come in a Lightspeed bundle like Cam did. Maybe. I still choose to believe that I forced that Cam Lightspeed bundle to happen. I might be wrong, but I did have a word with Meathead, and I complained to him, and I said, look, you've got a raid currently that requires a TB character that most guilds are not doing. Give them a way of getting Cam that doesn't require them spending stupid amounts of Get 3 currency. And then a week and a half later, they released a Cam Lightspeed bundle. Not saying it was me, but I'm saying it was me. All right, you can thank me. And I already had a Relic 7 Cam. It's not like I bought that bundle. Some guilds will take you for the Reaver shot. So, yeah, absolutely. 100%. If you've got Relic 7 Inquisitors, a lot of guilds will look at a couple of things, right? When they're looking to take on a new recruit, depending on sort of how high bar you're looking at, right? They'll look at things like, how many Galactic Legends do you have? How many good fleets do you have? Executive Profundity, Leviathan, etc., right? They'll look at things like, how many special missions can you complete? And we're talking, first and foremost, things like Jedi Knight Cal and Seer, Bo-Katan, Mandalore, Reaver readiness, that sort of thing, right? If they're doing Rote. If they're not doing Rote, they might look at things like Geos instead. if we're getting more and more serious, they'll start looking at things like territory war Omicrons. They'll look at mod scores, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? So having your Inquisitors ready to go is going to put you in a position where a guild that might be well beyond your normal GP average, say you're a 4 million GP player, but you've got Relic 7 Inquisitors, and the rest of the guild is like an average of 9 million, but they take you on because this guy can still get us Reaver shards. That can happen. That can really accelerate your growth. Half an hour of Fleet Arena every day for 6 months. That's 90 hours. Yeah, exactly. Slack. That's the opportunity cost right there. Some people are quite happy to do that if it means they don't have to invest a Relic 9. This is why I say it's a subjective thing. This is why I say it's a subjective thing. Because not everybody cares too much about the time. Like when I was a free-to-play player, I would do anything that would get me ahead, to be top of Fleet Arena, to be top of Squad Arena, and I didn't pay money for 4 years in this game. I'd do whatever it took, even if it took me longer and it was more painful, or I had to do weird stuff in order to get there. I would do that rather than pay money, because I never was in a position to. While Rise of the Empire is the current TB and everyone has access to the Reaver mission, they won't do a Lightspeed bundle. Probably not. Probably not. Especially in the current format when they've done an Omicron on Marok that makes it such a breeze. Most people actually skip Lightside Geo, to be fair, Night Fox. Like guild progression, from what I can see, you sort of do Hoth, Darkside Geo, Rote. Like the current progression is you skip Lightside Geo entirely. And people will quite happily do Darkside Geo for Wat, because the Wat mission is very, very easy and accessible, and it's such a good plug-and-play character. Like I said, in my opinion, you are better off spending the relic materials on getting better pilots for the executive fleet than you are in an R9 Piet. The window of opportunity for R9 Piet was before the Profundity was released. That was when the good time to do an R9 Piet is. If you did that back then, you've already had your value out of it. It still gives you a small amount of value now, but the value is gone. You know what I mean? It's like, doesn't hurt, doesn't really help either, you know? And right now, in the current climate, for an early game player where Relic 9ing is so difficult to achieve, don't waste it on an R9 Piet. Don't waste it on an R9 Piet. Learn how to get into first. And the good thing is if you're in a fleet arena, right? You're in a fleet arena. The fewer people that go Relic 9 Piet in your fleet arena, the better off you'll be. If you invest in Relic 9 Piet, there are going to be more people in your fleet arena that also invest in Relic 9 Piet, which is just going to make it harder for everybody to climb. That's the crazy thing, right? Do I think it's worth it to R7 Marok instead of getting 9th Sister? Yes. Yeah, currently, Ben, absolutely. 100%. Because you need to R7 Marok anyway to get Balin. And currently, in the current meta, you don't need R9 9th Sister for anything. She doesn't have a home. So you're better off doing R7 Marok because R7 Marok gets used. Did I make on the Dr. Afro event? I don't think I did, Snow. Yeah, tier 1 is a real pain. The Afro event is stupid. It's RNG. Will you be considering the Conquest Ascension pack on Monday? Yes, Wampa, but not because of the value it brings. The only reason I would be considering it, if it does drop, I'm not sure if it's been data mined. Aforementioned, I've been away for a week, so I don't know what's new. The reason I will consider it is because I need to make videos on the new conquest. So all that extra energy really helps. So if it's there, I'll buy it. That's exactly what happened in my fleet arena. One person relic 9'd it for no reason. Now everyone is R9. Exactly, Trevor. See? You're better off not doing it. Like, I remember when everybody was relic 9ing their Sith assassin in the Leviathan meta. Early days Leviathan meta. I took my Sith assassin to relic 6. And I took her to relic 6 because it meant that if anybody had relic 5, I had an easy win. I wasn't going to take Sith Assassin to Relic 9. Are you fucking high? Like, she's shit. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And then within a couple of weeks, we'd found out a counter that didn't even matter what relic levels you invested in. So, and now in the current meta, it really doesn't matter. It's the same sort of situation here. When do we predict Balin's return? I think Balin came back last month, right? Was it January? Balin came back like January 14th. So he's not going to come back for another 2 months. Minimum. It's data mined. Ah, good stuff. Yeah, I've been away, so I've not looked at any of the data mine stuff. I have a really fast Darth Revan, top 3 worldwide. I put my best on him a while ago when it was relevant. When it was relevant? That's like 2018. That's like 7 years ago. Yeah, 2018. But yeah, it's not anymore. But I can't make my mind on where to put his. Where would I move lightning fast mods to? It really depends on your roster. So being really quick on a couple of things is kind of fun, right? It's good to have. But it really depends on your roster. Darth Revan, don't get me wrong, I'd still quite happily have him 340, 350, that sort of thing. I wouldn't say you need to have him 360, 370 or anything like that. Where would I put those mods? I would probably put them on someone like Slacker to get him really quick. Like 590. My Sith Assassin was already Relic 8. So it didn't actually bother me. This year I'm taking all the Sith to Relic 9. You crazy, Stanham. I'll send you all the feet now, buddy. I think I've already got all the feats from about a week ago. They seem pretty easy, which is always disappointing to me because I know it sounds shitty, but whenever a feat is harder, when I make a video on it, it gets more views. And because I have to pay £300 a month now for this IVF treatment, I need people to watch my videos. Which sucks. But there we go. Also, the new players. The mod requirements for the Reaver mission can't always be reached. Huh? Oh, is this in support Slack of Marok? 365? Nice. Yeah, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. At 2.7 mil GP, I have your Slacker, 183 added speed, and it's actually so sweet. I'm recovering on my mods because I put all the best in him. That's all good, Charlie. What kind of mods does Darth Revan need? He only really needs speed, Snow Tiger. If you can give him something that either gives him crit damage on the triangle or maybe some additional survivability with something like health, that's fine. But realistically, he just needs to be pretty fast. Sorry, Slag. Hot take. Marok Omni is worth it as a guild-wide Omicron for early guilds, ensuring 50 out of 50 Reaver for the guild. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. If that's, you know, in the early game, it's very different. Because it's not even just about the Reaver shards. It will clear out any CM as well. So if you've got a full Relic 7 Inquisitorius team, it's basically a full auto 2 out of 2 CM on everything and a guaranteed completion of the SM? Yeah, 100%. Late game guilds, no. Doesn't matter. Unless you are super late game, end game, and you just don't care anymore. You've just got all the Ommis, then you can throw it on, sure. I would say the Marok Ommi is probably the best TB Ommi in the game. I don't have it, by the way, but it'd be kind of cool. Would you R8 the Phoenix? I have already, so yeah. I have full Relic 9 Phoenix, Brad. You're heading for C next. Do you think it's worth it to work on what for a team? Charlie, good question. Yes and no. What can support C at gear 4? Provided you put the Zeta on what, that's all that matters. Because that gives him that bonus turn at the start of battle so that he can just place tank tech on C. That's all you need. Even if he's at Relic 7, Relic 8, what is going to die most likely in 90% of matches and lose those banners. The important thing that what does for C is just put that tank tech on. So, yes and no. You have Reaver and have the Marok Ommi already applied. I want to be able to move some of those mods around. Righto. Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. I'm not going to pretend like I'm the smartest, most knowledgeable Galaxy of Heroes player. I'm just a late game player with a bit of experience and knowledge. So maybe I can help. If you all want to talk about anything, let me know. That being said, I'm kind of excited to see where this new Jocasta new conquest unit leads in terms of a legendary. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be a Yoda legendary, but I don't think it... Yeah, I have my doubts. Because we've already got one, and he's supposed to be the peak of where his power is. So I'm wondering if we get characters like Quinlan Voss, you know? Someone like that would be really sick. Oh, sorry, we've got more questions. Have I ranked the... No, I haven't actually, Stanimal. That's a video that I do need to do. Where do I use C? Just got him to Relic 7. He's done nothing but lose so far. Just got what to R5 so I can use Datacrons on them. See, that is the other side of it. That is the other side of it. You do need a Relic 3 what, realistically speaking, at the very bare minimum, just to be able to use Datacrons. Now, you need Relic 7 what anyway, I believe, for... I can't remember. Is it JMK? Jabba? I can't remember. Lord Vader. So eventually you'll have them up there, right? But the Datacrons do matter in late game GAC. You know, Datacrons are basically such a big element of the power gap in PvP environments. I don't ever want to place so much importance on any one factor, but when it comes to GAC and any sort of PvP game mode, you've got essentially 3 pillars. You've got your roster in terms of, you know, what characters do you have? What's their relic levels? You've got modding. How much and how well have you modded those characters and those teams? And then you've got things like Datacrons and Omicrons. How much have you invested in the ancillaries? You can be lacking in any one of these 3 pillars, but provided that the average on all of them is pretty good, you're in a good spot, right? You can have like loads of GAC Omicrons and Datacrons, not so much on the relic levels and not so great on the mods, and you'll be okay. You could have really good gear across your entire roster, really good mods, but not many Datacrons, and you might not be great, you know? Or you could have a nice even keel, or it could be, you know, you need those 3 areas. You can't just invest in one. You can't just invest in 2. You need a little bit of all of them. Syndralig, yep, for sure. I mean, he could be slack, for sure. Wish Speed GAC would make a comeback. We've spoken to it about CG. I'm not sure if they're ever going to do that again. You're not the smartest late game player. I am. Slack, you're not late game, but you're fun to watch. What's your skill rating again, Slack? Sorry, buddy. What's your skill rating again? You're hoping for Venzalo. I don't even know what that is. JMK, thank you guys. When are they going to add Crosshair? Not for another 2 marquees yet, no? If you recall, when they announced the era of the cavalry, they said that we were getting Omega. They said that we were getting Batcher. They said that we were getting Hunter, Wrecker, and Corsair. Corsair? Crosshair. So we've had the first 3. So the next one is going to be Wrecker. Then we're getting Crosshair. So in about a month. Are they going to add the clone assassins? I don't think so, Snow. Is there a way to get out of the signal data crunch? No. Like that is the long and the short answer of it, Charlie. Until you are at the very end game, you will always be in a crunch of signal data and or carbonite circuit boards, bronzium wirings, impulse detectors in biddles, any of that nonsense, right? Like, you will never have enough relic levels on anything, and that's by design. Do I think that Enoch and his boys are more relevant as their own remnants team, or do you prefer them split across DTMG and Great Mothers? I prefer them split, personally, Rogue. I don't think that Enoch does enough as a standalone team. However, Enoch does fantastically well as a plug-and-play for basically anything, because that 450% negative crit avoidance that he applies... negative crit chance that he applies to the enemy team is very valuable in a lot of teams. You know? So you can throw Captain Enoch under a DTMG lead, and you can take the Peridia Patrol zombies and the Great Mothers, and you get essentially what I consider to be the sum of both of them is greater than their individual values. You know what I mean? Better to have them split like that to give more value to those 2 teams than they are as one team. It's not like Captain Enoch goes out and claps cheeks against loads of really high valuable teams. It's not like it does particularly well on defense. However, split those 2 into 2 different teams and you get more value, in my opinion. Thank you, Phasma. Anyone ask for more Bad Batch? It definitely does, Rogue. Definitely does. Thoughts on the sandbox mode? Perhaps being able to go back into the most recent GAC and be able to play against those teams? I would love it. And I'm sure a lot of people would love it. My only concern is... Alright. Like, whilst I would really, really enjoy it in general terms, I also feel like it would kind of take the shine off the apple for a lot of things. Could you imagine how much and to what degree you could practice things if we just had infinite time to practice things to within an nth degree? You've got free reign to go into like a simulated GAC to try the very battle that you're facing right now in GAC. And you'd be like, I need to be able to beat this with max banners. And I've got infinite time and infinite attempts, and I can try any number of things. So I'm just going to fucking, hit this for 20 minutes to find out what works. Whilst I like it in theory, because it's great for knowledge purposes, I also think that it kind of undermines the game mode. It's like, if you just have infinite time to test things, like, how do we get an advantage exactly? I'm a little bit iffy about it. I've always been a strong supporter of we should have a sandbox mode to test things, but there are things that I think about that make me think maybe it's not the best thing to have. Hey, good night, Slack, dude. Speak to you soon, brother. So yeah, it is interesting. I would like to have some area to test things, but How is that different from watching a streamer or a video on how to counter a team? It's very different, Tommy. Totally different. Because if we had a sandbox mode, we could tweak every single scenario, right? We could tweak all the modding to be exactly the same. We could turn on and off Omicrons. We could change our own datacrons. We could change their datacrons. You can literally fine-tune it for the exact battle you're about to face. It completely removes any element of the RNG. Like, you know, how many counters have you watched on a YouTube video guide and you think, oh, okay, that works, but relic levels were different. Gear investment is different. Modding is different. Datacrons are different. Omicrons are different. You know, like there's a lot that can change in these battles. But if we have literally untethered access to being able to manipulate the scenario perfectly, it's very different. It can only be active if GAC is not. It's a little bit more fun. Who's my favorite Sith from Star Wars canon? Good question. My favorite Sith from Star Wars canon. Jar Jar. No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. Probably Dooku. Probably Dooku. I like Dooku. He's got class. He's got style. It's got gravitas. How'd round 2 go? We won, Daquan. Thank you for asking, good sir. How are you? Just talking about facing teams you've already faced. You can't change anything. Well, like having a do-over? Yeah, that would be fine, I think. Is it easy to max crate in Conquest? Yes. If you have everything. Max crating in Conquest or red boxing in Conquest is entirely determined by your roster. Now, obviously, there are strategies that you can undertake. There are approaches that you can undertake to make it easier. I always put out cheese videos that I hope will help people in order to red box or finish their feats a little bit quicker and easier. It's a lot harder for me these days because my roster is now late game. So I have all the toys and it's a lot harder for me to find solutions that work for everybody, basically. Generally speaking, though, Conquest feats are getting easier, not harder. And that it feels like that is the motto across the game right now. Things are getting easier to do, not harder to do. Talking about facing team, reminds me of the time Arnold tried Ewoks against Saw with Luthen because Nooch was able to use that counter. What? Raid? Who did we get raided by? Who just raided? Troopers. Ah, hello Troopers. How you guys doing? Do you have a nice stream time? Hope you're well. We're just chilling right now. We're doing a bit of a Q&A. I'm just chilling because we've been absent from the Swugger world for a week basically, and my mouse has stopped responding. Hold up. There we go. Dooku is low-key goated, so classy. I mean, he is a bit of a badass. He's a bit of a badass. You remember Galactic Challenge used to have boxes with rewards. Why were they removed? They weren't removed per se, but the rewards were moved to the episode pass. That's what happened there. So Galactic Challenge now rewards us with episode points. The episode points give you essentially the equivalent of what you get in Conquest. Conquest keys gives you rewards. Episode points gives you rewards in the episode pass. That's where all of your rewards have gone, over there. Now, what that has done is basically... How to put this in the polite way? This is the same thing that happened with GAC crystals. Alright? So, does everybody remember the days when GAC crystals used to belong in Squad Arena? Before, before the current setup, before Grand Arena Championship, crystals, you used to get 500 crystals a day if you got first in Squad Arena. Right? Does everybody do you guys remember those days, or are you new to that? Indy? You're probably quite right, Wampa. So Ben remembers. Ben remembers. So the same thing has happened with Galactic Challenges. All right? Previously, what happened was... I wish I was like Pirate Software, where I could just bring up... If I could just bring up Paint and articulate what I'm trying to say here. All right? So, what I'm trying to say is, previously, in Grand Arena, and we'll get round to how this relates to Conquest. Challenges, sorry. Previously in Grand Arena, if you were top of the pile, you got first in Squad Arena, right? You'd get 500 crystals a day. If you got, like, 50th, you get, like, 50, right? Something like that. I can't remember what it was. Might be top 20, got 50. The point is, it rewarded the players at the very top end with a big chunk, right? And they decided, you know what, we don't like that. We don't like people right at the top getting all the rewards and everybody else getting nothing. So we're going to take all of those crystals and we're going to put it all into Grand Arena Championships. Now what happens is those that are really high and win all the time, instead of getting 500 crystals a day, they're getting like 450 a day, right? So they're getting less than what they used to every single day. But everybody else who was getting like 50 has been bumped up to like 400 crystals a day. So they're getting nearly as much as the guy that does like top of everything. Nearly as much. Regardless, you know, like across the board, everybody has almost been normalized in their rewards. They've done that for Galactic Challenges, basically. They're saying, if you've got the feats, if you can do the feats, or if you can't do the feats, it doesn't really matter. Just go in and do what you can, and if you can get to like level 41 in the pass, regardless of if you pay or not, you'll basically earn the same as if you got everything. But what they've done is they made it... They've lowered the maximum amount of rewards if you don't pay. Okay? So you can still get the same number of Omicrons, regardless. But all the other stuff has been slightly reduced across the entire board. But everybody's had on the bottom end that can't do the feats, they've been pumped up. So what this does to the in-game economy, if this makes sense to everybody, what they've done in the in-game economy is they've gone for equity. All right? They've gone for reward equity. Now, this is not equality. This is equity. They're very different things. To have reward equality means everybody gets the same, right? Equity is about... They've essentially tried to get the players that can't do stuff, they've made it easier. For the players that always get red box, you're actually earning less. Not in a material way, but less, right? So they've crunched the top earners down a little bit, and they've massively inflated the bottom earners up. Now, why do you think... Thank you, person. Why do you think that they've done this? Why do you think that they've lifted the lower players and squashed down the top end? Just a little. Trying to force people to progress. Nearly right. Nearly right. Nearly right, traitor. In my opinion. Now, this is just my opinion. Top gonna spend anyway, but it's the incentives for other players. Daquan, yeah, kind of. To help noobs make the game more enjoyable for everyone outside the top end. Kind of, Ben. Help? Okay. So, in my opinion, the reason they've done this The reason that they've basically equalized the rewards. Basically, don't get me wrong, the more you invest in your roster, you still earn a bit more. It's just not massively more like you used to. The reason they've done this is if you look at any given game mode and you realize that it matters less about what I've got and what I don't have, I'm still going to earn about the same. What is the only way that we can get an advantage? If it doesn't matter if you perform better in a Galactic Challenge. Not really. If it doesn't really matter if you are higher in GAC. It matters a little bit, not massively. How else can you get an advantage? How else can, like, what is the other way that you can progress your roster and feel good about where your roster's at? Thanks, Xavier. Xavier? Not sure. Thank you for the follow there, Krishma. The answer to that is you spend money, guys. That's the only real way to get an advantage over other people. Now, you can't... The amount of advantage that you can get now over other people is not to be, oh, I did better in GAC. Oh, I did better in Galactic Challenges. Oh, I top a squad arena. No, the way that comparatively to your peers that you'll get an advantage these days, spend a bit of money. Spend a bit of money. Look at the episode pass, right? $20 a month or every 4 weeks. Get 20 shards of the next marquee, 20 shards of the next marquee. Not only that, you get accelerated path, extra rewards. Galactic Challenges give you twice as much. Just $20. It's money. You know what I mean? That's what gives you the advantage. Light speed bundles. So, exactly, Binks. Exactly. That's, in my opinion, that's why they move rewards around. That's why they've changed things. That's why Galactic Challenges now is not about, can you red box the challenge? Now it doesn't actually matter if you red box the challenge. What matters is, do you have the episode pass? You know? Because even if you're a free-to-play player that can do all the feats or can't do all the feats, there is still a limit on what you can earn. And if you get that $20 pass, you earn so much more. Doesn't matter how good you are in the game, what you've done, what have you got in your roster. Get that pass. The pass is worth it. I'm going to say they've done the right job at incentivizing that. But previously, what mattered is how you perform in the GAC, in the Galactic Challenge. So it's a weird world. It's a real world. Just a little bit. Yeah, they're pushing that line of what is affordable. What's affordable now? Every mobile game does this. Game is free, but everything takes long. Want faster? Give me money. Yeah, pretty much, man. It's just, I'm just trying to explain how Galaxy of Heroes in particular has evolved in their approach, right? So it used to be, get to the top of Squad Arena, you get massive, huge rewards. How do you get to Squad Arena? You invest in the latest and greatest. The only way you could really do that is by spending money. That gets you top of Squad Arena. That gets you your rewards. That was the incentive. Eventually, getting to Squad Arena became so easy for people to do without spending money that they had to rethink things. So they took it out of Squad Arena, put it into GAC. And they're like, okay, GAC. Now we're having people face off against other people on a bigger scale. It's not just about having the latest team. You need to have a whole developed roster, right? Everything needs to be there. And then they realized, oh, hang on, the way we've done the matchmaking is you're only going to do it based on, your top 80 GP. We better do that so that we can't have these people that are highly focused face off against other people that are broad. So let's rejig the matchmaking. Now you face off against anybody, and now you can face off with someone that's got twice your GP. So how do you beat them? You know, well, you got to put money into your roster and build up your roster, get more characters, get more relic levels, get more mods, get more all of this stuff, right? That's how you win. And then they're like, well, hang on, how else can we do it? Oh, we'll throw in datacrons now. That's another separate element that you've got to try and farm and build up. So we'll introduce Conquest as a new game mode. But they made it really easy. They made it really easy as a game mode at the start. You didn't even have to refresh once to Redbox. So they slowly introduced feats to make it harder and harder, and the datacrons got stronger and stronger, and the Conquest characters got stronger and stronger. And it all became, you know, it's small little increments that they've done over time. And I'm sure it's not finished. I'm sure it'll change again. You know, that's how it goes. Hey, Ardahan, how are you doing? Swigger used to only cater towards whales, people who will spend $500 a month on new stuff. Now they're actually monetizing the mid-level players with lightspeed bundles, passes, and more value bundles. Absolutely, Rogue. Absolutely. And I don't know if this is a life cycle thing of the game, or if it is just a change of strategy for CG. But it used to be that the value on packs were terrible. But whales who have a lot of money, a lot of disposable income, don't care about that so much. They want to pay for an advantage, and they'll pay. Now, we still have those same sort of whales, but we also have more accessible packs for people with less disposable income. Now, whether or not that is more profitable for them, or if it's just a case of the game's 9 years old and we want to try and get some money, who knows? But yes, you're absolutely right. There's definitely more to it now. Can you explain why a mobile game is cheaper on PC if you spend money? Are you talking about the fact that the PC client has got a discount in the store? I can explain that. So there are 3 different ways in Galaxy of Heroes that we can spend money to buy things, right? You've got your iOS or your Android device, and that's going to have its own store. Now, iOS and Android devices, they have to pay a commission to their respective hosts. So Android has to go ahead and pay it over to Android apps or Google or whatever, right? In order to charge the host, essentially. The host will charge them a percentile cut. They essentially have to pay 30% of their profits to Google. If it's on Apple, obviously, it goes to Apple. Same sort of business. Now, if you're using the PC client, Galaxy of Heroes does not have to pay that 30% commission over to Apple or to Google. So, to incentivize people to use the PC client, that's the second method of buying stuff, they offer, I think it's like a 5% discount on the PC client, right? 5% discount, 5% cheaper, and for CG, they look at that and they think, oh, okay, yeah, we take 5% less, but overall, we're making 25% more profit because we don't have to pay Apple or Android, right? No middleman. The third way is by using the web client, right? Okay, so they have a web store, which again, no middleman. The difference is they've introduced basically like a VIP loyalty scheme over there where you don't get that 5% discount, but instead you get other benefits. And that might be, you know, you get the coaxium points that'll help you get extra energy or extra omicrons or whatever, right? And technically speaking, it is actually better to buy through the store, even though you are spending 5% more than if you did on the client. Because those rewards over time are actually more than what you could get if you spent that money in game. So the only difference is if what's more valuable to you. Like, do you want to save the money or do you want to get more value in the game? There's more value in the game from buying it on the web store, but you save more money by buying through the PC app. It's kind of confusing, right? I understand why that's confusing. When do you think they'll remove crystals from Fleet Arena? I think it'll happen, Sir Argon. I think it'll happen. I'm surprised it's taken this long. I think the real question is, where does it go? Conquest on release was the most fun you've ever had in this game. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, Ben. I agree. Do you need to redeem more smudge? Sorry, dude. I've been so distracted. I've been listening to my own voice a little bit too much, haven't I, guys? No, you don't have to redeem more. I'll see if I can find him now. I also need a P. They will always look to get money. Of course they will. They want more money than last year. So they will put in things like speed bundles to give newer players a starting point. Of course, season passes. So I think the only issue, Maron, the only issue with that like frame of mind is that we have to look at this from a perspective of... No, we don't have to look at this. If you want to understand CG's business practices and why they're doing this sort of thing, it's not because they're like, we need to earn more money than last year. It's a case of, we need to make sure we don't earn less money than last year. CG has been on a downward trajectory in terms of profit since like 2018. Every year they've earned less and less and less and less and less. And whilst they are still an incredibly profitable company, no investor is going to look at that and think, hey, this is great. We like this company. No, they're always going to look at ways to earn more money, is the way we should phrase it. They're going to look at ways to earn more money, not necessarily to beat their profits from the previous year, because they haven't done that for years. At least if we are to take the statutory accounts as fact, which I'm sure they are. They're very, very profitable. They are. But on a trend basis, every year they're earning less and less money. The game is old. The game's old. It's nearly 10 years old, guys. You know, nobody's going to look on their mobile games now and think, let's go play a game that released 10 years ago. Even with the Star Wars IP. So they're going to find ways to try and earn more money. Not necessarily actually earn more money. Which is probably why they're hitting the markets that they're trying to hit now. You know, they're trying to target the individual that might have some disposable income, but doesn't necessarily want to buy a $50 pack or a $100 pack. They're looking at those that want to spend $5 to $25. That sort of area. All right, I'm going to go pee, get the kittens. Think of some questions, guys. I'm enjoying this. He's tired. You hungry, my baby? Missus, come in. He's very sleepy. Last one. Good boys, midges. She's purring. Here we go. Ah. Ow. Ah. Oi. Behave. Ah. Indy. Ow. Close out. No. Hey. You're getting the food regardless. You don't have to scratch. Ow. Ow. Hey. What you doing? Okay, last one, my girl. Hey. Hey. No scratching. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow. Naughty girl. She's a little floof. Aren't you, my girl? She's a good girl. They're very cute. Very cute. But Indy does like to try and tear my hands apart. They want to make money with Batcha and Jocasta Grandma? Indeed. Indeed. Betcha. Betcha. That is one cozy kitty. Was that Smudgy or Indy? Indy's not cozy. CG should invest in marketing. Did anyone ever see a swag? I've only seen them on Facebook. I've seen them on Facebook a couple of times, not massively. Yeah, they don't do masses of advertisement. I was relaxing and now I've come to see you. You guys really? That damn Wampa. I mean, to be fair, Smudgy is never upset when he gets to have dreamies. How old is he? Smudge is 6. I can say I did have his adoption papers up there. He's 6 years old. My bear. You've almost finished the profundity grind. Congratulations, just Lithics. I think I said that right. Sei Wunderfluf. Sie Wunderfluf. Ah, sie Wunderfluf. Sehr good. I always get the silly Luke Skywalker's ad. Oh, really? I've seen a few. Not loads of them. Not loads of them. But, yeah. Yeah, they don't do a heck of a lot of advertising, to be fair. Any further questions, good sirs? It's been a wonderful evening chatting with you all today. Quite happy to answer more questions, but if not, I'll let you all get on. Excuse me, and we will be back live tomorrow evening for Tribe Talks, I hope. I need to check in with my wonderful co-hosts, Wolfie and Carthrick, to see if they're still down. Correct. It's just I'm tired and a little bit drunk. I'm just tired and a little drunk because I finished my beers. But I had a good time doing it. And my throat is so sore. I think tomorrow I might be a little bit sick because Mrs. Scribble is very sick today. What's my top 10 characters for 2025? How do you mean, Snow? Do you mean who are my favorite 10 characters currently? Or do you mean who would I like to see in 2025? Because those are very different. Deciding on bringing DTMG or Trench to Relic. Leaning more towards DTMG, but I'm hesitant to break up the Enoch squad. That's fair, Jason. That's a very fair statement to make. So, what are the values in either team? DTMG has wider application, in my opinion, in the game. Right? You know, one side, DTMG with the Peridea Patrol characters, pretty good, right? Territory Wars, DTMG, really good if you've got some Territory War Omicrons. So is Trench. In GAC, DTMG has the edge. He's not as hampered as Trench is. Trench isn't bad, but DTMG has more wider applications in my opinion. The only other side is DTMG does have a combat mission on Mandalore in Res of the Empire. The problem with that is it does require a high level of relic investment. So overall, in my opinion, the investment is better spent in DTMG. However, it's a marginal benefit, in my opinion. Trench will make use of the benched Seppies. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But to be really effective, he does need what? And that's a little bit painful to see. If I could choose one toon to remove from the game completely, who would it be? And it's not allowed to be Ewok Scout. If I could remove one character, can it be a ship? Or does it have to be a character? Which 10 characters should Swigger add? Gotcha, Snow. So not existing characters, new characters to add. Ooh. Okay. 10 is quite a lot. Can I do 5? 10 is quite a lot. 1, I think, Snoke. 2, GL Revan, as in Revan Reborn. I want to see a dual-wielding Revan. So that's 2. Let's have a think. Who else would I really, really like to see in the game? I think Snoke, by the way, just because I think he deserves to be in the game, just in general. Proxy. Proxy would definitely be really high up there from The Force Unleashed. I think Proxy is a really, really cool character. Just in general. It's a cool concept of the character as well. And I think it would work really well in this game. Being able to transform into basically anything would be sick. Who else? Cobb Vanth. I think Cobb Vanth would be a lot of fun. I have to get the tags right to make sure that he's not just like a bounty hunter. He could be like a smuggler or a scoundrel. Both of those would be really cool. Who else do I think would be really fun to add? Smee or SM33. SM33 from Skeleton Crew has to be all the way up there currently. He's such a cool character. Like, I would love to see Smee in the game. So that was Snoke. Snoke, Cobb Vanth, SM33, Proxy. One more character. Maybe Dasan from Jedi Knight. I think it was Academy. It might have been Outcast. He was a cool villain. Looks like a dinosaur. I mean, what's not what it's like? Proxy being able to slot into a Starkiller team and taking whichever spot is needed at the start of battle would be so neat. Yeah, I'd like that. Exactly, Daquan. Exactly. Ship or toon. Okay. Ship, punishing one. Straight away. No question. No question. Punishing one. Fucking delete it from the timeline. Legendary Obi-Wan from Kenobi Season 2, or whatever ends, if they ever make a Kenobi Season 2. SM33 and Jod, yeah. If they release Acolyte characters, I will ignore them. I'll get them regardless. Like, I did not enjoy the Acolyte. No, I think some of the episodes were okay. I think the series overall is about a 6 out of 10. Really not very good. Not great. A lot to dislike. I think that Camille was an okay character, and that was about it. I felt like... I can't even remember his name now. The guy from Squid Game. What was his character? Him and Camille were the only redeeming characters and actors in that entire series. And I think that overall, Sol, yeah, that's it, Master Sol. I think those two guys were good. However, they're both hampered by just shit writing. It wasn't great writing. The action scenes were pretty good. But there was just too much to dislike there. I'm late game enough that I just need everything. I don't believe they'll release Acolyte characters. The show did poorly, thus it's unlikely to translate well into Swagger. I think there's an element of that, Daquan, but I think there's a bigger element of the Disney overlords deciding what CG get to release. So if Disney is not looking to push any more Acolyte content, they won't get CG to do it. Basil Rook. I can do Basil. Zuckus and Forlom. Yeah, Maron. You're waiting for Galactic Legend Revan, but I don't know what ability he should have on him. Also, could have him have like what ability? Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, you could make an argument that he could be like either a dark side or a light side leader. That'd be kind of cool. Acolyte wasn't just the worst Star Wars ever made. It's easily the worst thing I've ever watched in my life. I've watched Twilight. So that was pretty bad. You're hoping for GL Thrawn before GL Revan, I'm guessing. Yeah, that would make sense. There's so many choices in that show that just don't make sense is the issue. It just doesn't make sense. It was clearly trying to set itself up for a second season. And you're like, people have to like the first season first. What changes would I like to see in Territory War? I think the best thing in the game... I really think it's the best thing in the game, and I would like to see some rework. So what do I think? What I would like to see... I would like to see a complete overhaul in Territory War. I think the game mode is dull. It hasn't changed, ever. There were moments where they tried to revamp it with like bonuses and stuff like that. And they tried to revamp it with character lockouts, so you couldn't use certain characters, but all that really did was piss off the people that unlocked stuff. Because they'll be like, Jedi Knight Revan, brand new legendary's just been released, but he's banned. You can't use him. So it's like all the people that wailed, and this was before I was wailing, would get really pissed off, and rightfully so. It's like, you release brand new shit, and you're saying I can't use it? Should be the other way around, right? Ban all the crap that nobody uses. So yeah, so I think one thing they need to do is revamp entirely the reward structure, because if you want to try and get people to engage in a game mode, you have to make it look like it's worthwhile, for one, right? And currently Territory Wars doesn't feel like it's worthwhile for people to actually try and win. Sign up, by all means sign up, but not necessarily really try and invest to win. So they need to highly incentivize winning. And I think part of the way that they do that is to introduce a similar league and division system as they have in Grand Arena Championship, where you've got, you know, Bronzium and Erodium and Kyber and Chromium and all that crap, right? And you've got divisions in between. So one, introduce a league like that, right? So that as you win, you get skill ratings as a guild, and you progress and you get higher. As you get higher, the rewards also, in turn, get higher. The second stage is, from a mechanics point of view, it needs to change completely, because it's just boring. It's, you know, like I said, we've had the same zones, the same number of teams, the same area as fleet, the same area as combat zones. Nothing changes. The background hasn't changed at all. Make it a little bit more interesting and provide people with a little bit more autonomy on how to set up their defenses and offenses, right? How that looks like, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, it could be dozens of zones with a fraction of the teams, and there are little benefits and bonuses for clearing certain zones on the enemy team that give you an advantage or a disadvantage, right? So say you clear a particular zone, it weakens that area or the next area by 5%, make it easier. So there's a little bit of strategy to go through, right? That's not where it has to end, though. There has to be a little bit more depth to it than that. I think in order to accommodate for the fact that guilds are not made of one time zone, they're made of usually multiple time zones, and people also have different ways of living. Some people work day shifts, some people work night shifts, some people have not got the opportunity to attack at the same time. So they should accommodate for a game type that does not punish people for not being available at the same time. My initial thoughts are, when the map is open, you're not restricted by the zones that you've cleared. You should be able to attack any zone at any point all the time. So people that can't sign on for the first 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, however it happens to work, doesn't slow down the progress of the rest of the guild. So have it all open. Yes, I understand that this does impact a little bit on strategy, because obviously you can see the whole defensive board immediately. But I think it is a net gain for engagement. And if you want people to enjoy the game mode, they need to be able to engage with it. So a couple of things those are a couple of things that I'd like to see. Remove datacrons, make zone bonuses that the guild can choose instead. I think removing datacrons would be a net negative, unfortunately. Like, datacrons are what makes the game interesting in terms of PvP. You remove it, you also then disincentivize it, that like the game mode in general, people are not going to engage with TW as much if datacrons aren't important, because they see it as, well, I can't use all this power that I've farmed in Conquest to get me a benefit in PvP, which is exactly what datacrons are supposed to do. Was Skeleton Crew good? I think Skeleton Crew was some of the best content we've had since Andor. A big problem with TW is the meta partially changing every 3 months because of DCs. I mean, that's the same as Grand Arena, though. With everyone being so secretive about strategies, it makes it really hard for young guilds to get into it. It's definitely difficult for young guilds. I agree. Definitely difficult for young guilds. Maybe mix fleets with the character zones instead of them being separate. I mean, there are any number of things that you can do with that. You could swatch it up, like let guilds decide where their fleets can be and where their squad zones can be. Make it not so it's just 2, 2, 3, 3, 3 or whatever it is. Make it so you could have 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. You know, like, give us different strategies for defensive and offensive capabilities. What about a risk type thing where both sides fight over the same territories? Do you mean like a PvE element, Ranger? Like, so you're not just fighting enemy squads, but also fighting like AI? Or do you mean you need to gain control of a certain area? Because that could be kind of cool. You can see datacrons as unnecessary for lower GP accounts, but for higher GP accounts, it keeps things fresh. For higher GP accounts, it's the deciding factor. You know, like datacrons literally make the game interesting. I'm not saying they always hit it right, mind. Imagine having a maxed account fighting the same things the same way over and over again. Well, exactly. DSA. Was that the Disney game? Disney Sorcerers something? had a 3 guilds territory war. It's interesting. That's kind of, see, now that's different. That is kind of different. Having more than one, like, could you imagine? Like, don't even stop there. Don't even stop there. Like, what's wrong with having, like, a 6-way territory war? Everybody's vying for control. Constantly. It would be kind of cool. It would be kind of cool. It would be kind of cool. Like, why is there not more ways to engage in PvP? Why not have multiple guilds getting involved, facing off against each other? I'm sure there would be elements of, oh, well, these guilds are allies, so they're going to gang up or something. Maybe that is a concern. I don't know. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm tired now, guys. I am officially tired. All right. I think we'll wrap it up today, but hopefully we'll have our tribe talks tomorrow evening, guys. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, for tribe talks. Let's see if anybody's live at the moment. Can't see anybody on the YouTubes, unfortunately. Just me. I can see Glurmit, actually. Glurmit is live. He's doing some roster reviews. So I'll send you over to Glurmit. And Sadunk the Tall on Twitch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. First stream back after a week off. Been great. I'll see you all very, very soon. Peace out. God bless. Big love, y'all.